The dog days of July are here. 11 games in 9 days. That's what's right ahead of the Edenton Steamers as we prepare for first pitch here at historic Hicks Field. The first game of that stretch against the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division leaders, the Tarboro River Bandits. River Bandits right now have a 3.5 game lead over the Steamers, who play host to them tonight. 13 more divisional games on tap for the Clams. There'll be 4 straight against Tarboro to begin this stretch of 9 straight days of baseball, of course, weather permitting. We'll bring you through all the action here tonight on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn, and Adam, coming off of a split of a doubleheader against Greenbrier on Monday night. This Steamers team looking to bounce back from the loss in that second game.
Yeah, it's going to come down to offense. That's always what it comes down to here in summer ball, but you got to avoid the strikeout. Struck out way too much in game 2, and they didn't strike out much in game 1. So if they can figure that out, it should be smooth sailing for the Steamers tonight.
Absolutely. That doubleheader, a 4-0 victory. And how about Blake Gibson in that first game?
Blake Gibson was sensational. First time as a starter, usually comes out of the bullpen, but the change did not matter. He was dealing slider, changeup, fastball, all 3 were working, and it was pretty smooth sailing for him as well.
Talking about that bullpen real quick, in the last 4 games, this bullpen has gone 15 2/3, only allowing 2 runs in that stretch. They've been locked down from back to pen, and that's been a big reason why this team has won 4 of the last 5. Again, we mentioned they lost the second game of the doubleheader, 3-2 loss there, 4-0 victory in the first game. And Adam already mentioned the bats and their struggles to get the barrel or even any part of the bat, in some cases, on the ball in that game. Taking a flip look right now, we'll go to the pitching. Daniel Willie on the mound tonight for the Steamers. And what's your scouting report on him?
Well, it might be a quick one tonight, Steamer fans, because Daniel Willie likes to work quick. He's got great pace on the mound. We saw it against the Wilmington Sharks and especially his other starts. So he's going to look to make the Tarboro bats uncomfortable by being always ready to pitch and on his game.
For Daniel Willie, coming into this game 1-1 with a 4.05 ERA, a 1.10 whip, 13.05 strikeout through 9 rate, and that's 20 innings. He leads the team in innings pitched, and he'll add to that lead tonight against the River Bandits. For Tarboro on the mound, it's Jonathan Peacock. Most recent start against the Steamers went 4 innings, allowed 4 earned, 6 hits, and struck out 6 on June 18th. A lot has changed since June 18th, and we'll take a look at the lineups real quick before we get you prepared for first pitch. And starting with the visitors, Anthony Sherwin at second base, leading off for the River Bandits, and he had a night the other night.
Yeah, quite the night. We thought 5 hits from Anthony Stalin was a lot against the Fungo. Well, how about this? 6 hits for Sherwin against the Carolina Pirates. That's quite the day, and he looks to continue that tonight.
Sherwin had more hits in that game than the Pirates team as a whole. A 14-4 victory for the River Bandits in that one, in some intra-division play. Batting second, it's Will Smith, the third baseman. Michael Dolberry, the center fielder, once again in that third spot for this River Bandits team. Levi Aguilia, the catcher, has cleanup duties tonight. Kendall Pearson, right fielder, batting fifth. Andrew Casey, a long one the other night. A lot of power from Casey.
Yeah, well, he likes to play at historic Hicks, I tell you that. So he's going to look to go big fly tonight and give that gut punch what Tarboro is looking for against the Steamers.
Yes, he will. Batting sixth at first base, Jack Klumovic, the designated hitter, batting seventh. Nick Hussey, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Cam Hassard, the shortstop, batting ninth. Now for the Steamers, Chase Bruno at shortstop, batting first. Hunter Cole in left field, batting second. Case Kermode in the third spot and catching this evening.
Well, Case Kermode is finding his stroke. 3-run home run in game 1 against Greenbrier of that doubleheader, and that ball was smoked. He is really starting to find it, and he's now the 3-hole hitter for the Steamers, so they're relying on him.
Joe Haney batting cleanup, playing a third base. Casey Hare at second base, batting a fifth. Daniel Rutherford. For some of you who have been here this entire season, you know him as the pitcher. Tonight, the designated hitter. What can you tell us about him?
Well, he's got a new starting job tonight, not pitching, DH. So maybe like a little Shohei Ohtani action, but he was hitting the ball really well in BP, so he's going to look to find the barrel and have himself a night tonight.
Absolutely. Aaron Copeland, the center fielder, batting a seventh. Jackson Hip in right field, batting 8th, and Jacob Bisharat at first base, batting 9th. It's Steamers and River Bandits, Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division showdown coming your way from Historic Kicks. We're just minutes away from first pitch. Keep it locked here, and we'll be right back with some Steamers baseball. Hello, everyone, and welcome back inside Historic Hicksfield against Steamers, River Bandits. Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division matchup just about to get underway. Daniel Willie warming up right in front of you. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn, in the booth. And boy, do we have a stretch of baseball coming up.
Yeah, not much rest, not much sleep, but you're playing baseball, so there are worse things you could be doing.
Oh, 100%. There's never a complaint when it comes to me with baseball. I'm a little worried about some of these guys out here in the heat. I've got AC for a reason.
Yes, it's a nice view, and we got AC, so I can't complain.
No, you can't complain from up here. Well, I will say, after today, taking some ground balls, taking some fly balls, shack some fly balls at BP, was throwing around a little bit. Arm, been better.
Yeah, I mean, you look good out there. The effort was there. The arm action needs some work, and the overall side-to-side movement. But I think the depth and your reads on the fly ball were pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Should have seen the curveball I had working while I was throwing.
Oh boy,
pretty nasty stuff. We'll see if Danny Willie's got something like that right here as Anthony Sherwin comes to bat for the Tarboro River Bandits. And Adam, let's play some baseball tonight. First pitch missing, 1-0. And we have an exciting piece of this broadcast. That one cut on and miss, 1-1. Coming later, innings 4 through 6, it's a players-only broadcast. So you're going to take my seat.
Taking your job, right? We got Clark Dearman, left-handed pitcher. You know him as the flamethrower starter from Presbyterian. He is taking over. He'll do some color and some just overall analysis, and I'll take over play-by-play. How's that sound?
I was always fearful of it when they brought you back, that this might be the end result, me getting thrown out. But at the end of the day, it's okay. I will persevere. Might find myself down by the beer garden. Maybe I'll get dressed up as one of the mascots. Suggestions on social media to run the bases. Who knows what I'll do with my time off. That one's in there. It's 3-2.
Well, listen, Steamer fans, if Ray heads down to the beer garden and it's still me doing play-by-play in the 7th inning, I think we'll understand why.
Absolutely. Daniel Willie, full count to Sherwin, winds, kicks, and the pitch. This one fouled away.
Well, Sherwin's pretty hot right now.
Yeah, if you weren't with us for the pregame, we mentioned it. 6 hits for Sherwin in the game against the Carolina Pirates earlier this week. Not bad. 3-2 to him now. Misses, ball 4. Leadoff man aboard for the River Bandits. I'll bring up Will Smith.
Well, Sherwin works a good at-bat there, and the on-base streak continues.
A little bit different look infield-wise for this River Bandits team. Sherwin's been playing a lot of shortstop. Will Smith been seeing a lot of second base. They're moving around today. Sherwin at second base. Smith at third base. Willie's first pitch in there for a strike. Cam Hassard, who we've seen a bit at third base, second base, will be at shortstop. So
the name of the game in summer ball is who can play all the positions.
Smith going to take this one to center. Copeland coming on, makes the catch, and he's going to try and throw him out over at first. And that one bouncing a little bit away from Bishrod over on first. Copeland makes the out, shows off the arm a little bit, and there is one away.
Yeah, Sherwin kind of tested that a little bit there. Copeland, great read. I think if he set his feet, Copeland's got a strong arm. If he was able to set his feet a little bit, I think he definitely would have been, maybe not definitely, but could have had a better shot, I think, at Sherwin. Maybe a little more of an accurate throw, but I like to see him get it out quick regardless and at least put the pressure on.
Michael Dolberry up to bat and grounds this one over to Casey Hare at second. There's one to Bruno, the throw to first in time. 4-6-3 double play, and that'll do it for the top of the first inning from historic Hicksfield. Steamers getting a chance to bat when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Clams coming to bat as we get ready for the bottom of the first inning here at Historic Kicks. Chase Bruno leading things off. And we mentioned in the open just how crucial this stretch is for the Steamers. 4 straight against the River Bandits in 3 days. So tonight at home, a doubleheader at Tarboro tomorrow. And then on Friday night, another one here at Historic Kicks. Jonathan Peacock on the mound, his first pitch, a little bit inside, 1-0.
Bruno displaying those dance moves. Pretty athletic guy.
Yeah, just a bit.
But being 3.5 games back, the Steamers are from the Tarboro River Bandits in the division. These next 4 are crucial. This can totally, if the Tarboro wins these, takes 3 out of 4 or 4 out of 4, it pretty much puts the division out of reach for the Steamers. And if the Steamers are able to win the series, the 4-game series at that, it can come down to the wire as we go down into late July.
And if you live in an ideal world, you win all 4. If you live in the real world, 3 out of 4 in this stretch would be very much appreciated, especially with the amount of pitching you're going to have to go through. These two teams are going to see everything. All cards are going to be on the table in these 4 games. Bruno grounds this one over to third. Throw from Smith in time, and there it is, 1 away.
But yeah, and a 2-2 split is not what the Steamers are looking for here. 3.5 games back is not where they want to be heading into the next stretch of games or next week. So winning the series is crucial. And obviously it's a lot sweeter if you win 4 because then we'll have a new leader in the clubhouse.
Yeah, there will be a new leader in the clubhouse by the time we get to Saturday if that's the case. Hunter Cole coming to bat. First pitch to him. Low and away, 1-0. Beyond that, Saturday, non-league, Wilmington Sharks on the road trip for the Steamers. And the Greenbrier Knights come here for another doubleheader on Sunday.
And those are just as important because those counts with the division just as much as these games to Tarboro. And to be able to kind of make up some ground, Greenbrier being not as good as Greenbrier not being as good as Tarboro, it's just as important to take advantage of those games and not play down to your competition.
Cole fouling that one off, and Greenbrier and Tarboro played last evening. A 15-3 victory for the River Bandits, their 7th consecutive win over the Knights. 2-1 to Cole, swing and a miss, 2-2.
Really good changeup there by Peacock, 2-1 count. To be able to flip the changeup in like it's nothing. Hunter Cole was confused, as he should be. That's a really good way to work back.
Count even at 2. Peacock winds, kicks, and his pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there's 2 away.
Well, the changeup moves away from Hunter Cole, and then the slider moves into his bat. That had some late movement. You can see a last-minute decision to swing by Hunter Cole. Kind of just waved at it there. Well, that's all to credit Peacock because that late movement really snuck in the back door, as you say, right?
Yes. Snuck right in the back door, and now Case Kermode up to bat. A 3-run home run. First game of Monday night's doubleheader. First pitch to him. In there for a strike. 0-1.
Now Kermode, first time in the 3-hole this season, so you're going to be seeing a lot more off-speed early in the count. As a bottom order guy, as he used to be all season, a lot more fastball, so it can be a different approach for him moving into this 3-spot role.
Well, for his season, he's sitting at 273, 333 on base percentage. He's got 3 home runs now and 8 runs batted in. Waiting the 1-1 from Peacock. That one hits him. And Kermode's on base. Steamers have been magnets.
Yeah, and Case Kermode especially has been the most magnetic one. Another hit by pitch there, and I feel like he's always banged up in some sort of way. But if there's anyone to be banged up and power through, it's Case Kermode. Catchers are like hockey players. They're built different.
They are. They're a tough group. Joe Haney coming to bat. Haney at third base this evening. And for him coming in to this game, hitting at 246, so 416 on base percentage. Yet to homer, but he has driven in 11. Peacock's first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Case Kermode digging himself in over there at first. Now a throw over, diving back safely.
The Steamers like to, make a home over there at first base, like to have a little fun. Casey Hare is definitely one of those as well. Happy feet, as I call him. So
I think you can get what Kermode's doing over there on your screen. He's like a kid in the sand for the first time, just kicking it all around. 0-1, missing 1-1.
If you want to go play in the sand, the Outer Banks is, about an hour drive from here. So I don't know what he's doing. But
some may have taken advantage of that in the off day yesterday. Certainly should have taken advantage of some rest. That's something that will not be happening very much the rest of the way. The next day in which the Steamers don't have a game is the night of the All-Star game. That'd be not this Friday, but next Friday, as Haney fouls that one off. That All-Star game at Tarboro.
It's going to be a busy stretch for guys like Hunter Cole, Case Kermode. All-Star teams have not been announced yet, but Hunter Cole and Case Kermode definitely lead the forefront of the Steamers that are looking to get selected.
Absolutely.
Guys for Tarboro, I think Peacock will definitely find his way onto that team, and Sherwin as well. I mean, if you get 6 hits in a baseball game and you're not selected to the All-Star game, that's criminal. But we'll have to see.
Yes, we will see. We are not in charge, so if there are complaints when it happens, please do not direct them our way.
Sherwin did a little, not Sherwin, excuse me. Peacock did a little practice rep there with the slider. That's those back-to-back sliders that have not slid. One that went into Case Kermode's back, and that went into the right-handed hitter's batter's box. So he found it for Hunter Cole, but he's lost it ever since.
While we're talking All-Stars on this field right now, you'd have to think Michael Dolberry, the center fielder for Tarboro, is one.
Well, with Tarboro and the Steamers being two of the top teams in the Premier Collegiate League, you would like to see a lot more come from those teams than, say, the lower-level teams in the standings.
2-2. Haney takes this one to right. That one bounces in for a base hit. Kermode going to put on the brakes over at second. 2 on, 2 out, and that'll bring up Casey Hare to the dish.
Well, it only moved him up one base, but that was a nice rip by Joe Haney. Struggled in the doubleheader, so it's really nice to see him get a nice hit and a good feel for the barrel there. So maybe we'll start a little hot streak for Haney. And now Casey Hare's got a tall task.
Casey Hare, the new leader in the clubhouse for on-base percentage. He's hitting .262, that on-base percentage, .438. He's got a home run and 9 RBIs. He also hit the 80 plate appearance threshold after the doubleheader. Grounds this one to shortstop. Fielded cleanly, the throw over to first. Gets him. And that will conclude the inning. Steamers put 2 on, unable to bring him home. After 1, we're knotted at 0 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Second inning of work for Daniel Willie, about to get underway. Levi's Aguila, the catcher, up to bat. The first pitch to him, a swing and a miss. 0-1.
You can see there, Willie right back on the mound. Ready to go. Waste no time up there.
So 1 in there, 0-2, and type of pitcher that if you've got post-game plans, you'd like to see on the mound. Two of us, we're locked in. We're here for the long haul. 0-2. Swing and miss at that one. Kicks off of Kermode's glove, and runner will be aboard. That's a strikeout, and puts a man on.
And that's just always frustrating when you make 3 really good pitches and ends up as a base runner. Ends up just as a loud single off the teal monster would. Same result.
We've seen a couple of those.
Chase Bruno.
Chase Bruno's most recent one. Aaron Copeland did it against Tarboro.
Roommates.
Yes. Good pals. Bring up Kendall Pearson, the right fielder, and the first pitch to him. And therefore strike, 0-1.
Well, Ray, just like last inning, Tarboro has the leadoff guy on.
Ground ball over to third. Haney's got it, throws. Hare got it second. The throw to first. In time to get him. A 5-4-3 double play of facelift on this inning. From 1 on and no out to 2 away, and the base is clear.
Well, Ray, it's just what I was about to say. Last time they had the leadoff guy on, it ended up in a double play, and so this time Haney will add to the fun. Casey Hare with a little Jeter action over there at second, and it's not Jacob Mustang over there at first, but Jacob Bishrak can stretch with the best of them as well.
Absolutely. We see the defense getting some work early. Andrew Casey up to bat, fouls the first one off, 0-1.
Right, I've seen a lot of baseball, but I've not seen a team collectively have as many double plays in a season as the Edenton Steamers have so far. This is really impressive. I mean, pitchers pitch ground balls when they need to, and that is the name of the game.
0-1. Cut on and missed, 0-2. And you are absolutely correct. This defense, I mean, it starts up the middle. Great defense up the middle, and they've been able to turn quite a few from there. Haney getting an extend look at third base now later on in this season, and he's shown why he's good over there. And that one's fouled off by Casey. Nice play by the third base coach.
This might be the only time in baseball history where the first hitter advances on a drop third strike, and the pitcher ends up throwing less than 10 pitches in the inning.
Certainly he's got to get out of it right here to keep that one true, but you're absolutely right. Good job from him, the 1-2, and that one is going to catch Casey, and that will put him on at first. 2-out base runner for the River Bandits.
Yeah, just like Peacock slider didn't slide to Case Kermode, Daniel Willie's curveball did not curve to Casey. And now you got another base runner. The ground ball still works, Ray, but it won't count for 2.
You are absolutely correct. Willie misses on the first one, 1-0. Jack Kulimovic, the designated hitter, up at the dish. Willie's 1-0. Skied foul. 1-1. These doubleheaders have thrown me for a little bit. I see the shadows already so far on the field. I'm thinking that, we start at 5 where it's just sun beating down.
Yeah, it was nice to sleep in today.
Yeah. 1-1. This one lines, left field line, and foul. Bouncing on one hop to the Steamers bullpen. 1-2. And ahead 1-2, what do you think you're going to see from Willie here?
Well, it's been really late to pretty much every pitch so far. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Willie try another fastball here.
This one going to bounce in. Kermode going to have a chance to throw down to second here. That one bounces off the glove of Bruno. Runner advances. It's now 2-2.
He tried the off speed. So I'm going to try again with my prediction here. I don't think he's going to follow it up with 2 off speed. You slow him down with the curveball in the dirt, and then you come up with the fastball. So we'll see how good my pitching expertise are. I might have to talk to Brett Folk after this one.
2-2 from Willie. This one grounded. Hare makes the play, and the throw over to first gets him. Nice play by Casey Hare over there at second base to end this top of the second. We head to the bottom half. Clams coming to bat. Game 9-0 here at historic Hicks Field. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Before we get back to baseball, do you have a slow computer, broken cell phone? Get personal professional help at Edenton IT, located 203 South Broad Street right here in downtown Edenton for all your computer and cell phone repair needs. That's Edenton IT at 203 South Broad Street in downtown Edenton. Second inning of work for Jonathan Peacock. Second inning of work for us here in the booth. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn. And if you stay tuned through the 4th to the 6th inning, you will hear Adam Fine slide over into my chair to start doing some play-by-play. And Clark Dearman, left-handed pitcher from Presbyterian, will take over on the color analyst role. And they'll have a players-only broadcast, trying something new tonight.
I'm excited, Ray.
Should be. I'm excited for it.
Might just ask Clark Dearman some really crazy questions. We'll see what type of content we have to deliver here in the middle innings. I did not tell Clark Dearman what I'm going to ask him, so every answer you know will be truly from the heart.
That's great journalistic practice right there. Good job, Adam.
I learned from you, Ray.
0-1 to Daniel Ruthford. Fouls this one off 0-2. Rutherford to his elbow, no longer pitching this season. But he was a two-way at Florida and Starlington Tech. And, well, getting a chance to do it once again here for the Steamers.
Well, Ray, kind of like me, when you get hurt, you try something else. Well, that something else is not in the booth for DR, but maybe swing in the wood a little bit, see what he can do.
To be fair, I do think he would be mighty entertaining up here.
Oh, yes. DR is, I'd say, well, one of the funnier guys on the team.
Also seems like he's really good at everything he tries to do.
Exactly.
We're talking about a pilot here. 1-2 away, 2-2. I mean, yes, quite literally has his flying license.
Well, yeah, and, you know, as a pilot, you have to think on your feet. You can't think. You just act, or else you crash. That's what DR said to me. And so it's kind of the same up here for us. You don't think. You just say funny jokes, and then, or else if you think, you crash and burn and then say something stupid, I guess. I'm not sure.
Know. Glad to know you're not thinking up here. 2-2 away, 3-2.
I don't know how that compares with flying a plane, per se, but I'd say close enough.
Sure.
We'll have to get DR.
We're talking on a broadcast. That about equates.
We'll have to get DR up in the booth and see what he says about that analogy.
Full count offering. Ball 4. First walk of the season issued to Rutherford, and he's on first. Leadoff man aboard for the Steamers.
Well, it's impressive for a regular hitter, let alone a pitcher/hitter, to work a walk after starting out 0-2. So props to Daniel Rutherford there. And now Cope will look to do some damage because the Steamers need to get rolling here.
Copeland coming in this game hitting a 206, 280 on base percentage. Does have those 3 home runs, 6 RBIs. Pitch outside, 1-0. And, you know, we've seen Rutherford take batting practice. We know what he can bring at the dish. But I'll be honest with you, I have not seen him run the bases at all. I've not seen him run, period. So I don't know what to expect.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. You know, Ray, if I could bet, which I can't due to NCAA compliance, I would say DR would not steal here.
Copeland sends this one into left center. That one's going to one-hop off the wall. Rutherford around second. He's coming to third, getting the stop sign from Marshall McDonald. A stand-up double for Aaron Copeland puts 2 in scoring position with nobody out for the Steamers.
Well, it's pretty good on the bases, and Aaron Copeland's pretty good at the plate. DR going first to third, not even hesitating. And Aaron Copeland smoked that ball in the gap. Not too bad. Not too bad with the speed up for Daniel Rutherford there.
Real test will be if one gets to the backstop, what happens.
Exactly.
But you're not taking the bat out of the hands of this guy, Jackson Hip, right fielder, first time up.
Not in a clutch situation, I tell you that.
For Hip, he's hitting 241, 313 on base percentage. He's driven in 8. Chance for 2 more. Peacock kicks, first pitch to him. Up and in, 1-0.
Well, now Jackson Hip's got to work with anything he really wants here. He can pick his zone, but he's also just looking to put any type of ball in play. You got the infield back. And any drive to the outfield will probably score Rutherford unless it's the outfielders have to take a step in.
1-0 to Hip. Lines this one into left field. That one's caught. Rutherford coming from third. The throw to the plate. Not on line. Rutherford scores, and the Steamers have a 1-0 lead here in the second inning.
Back-to-back barrels. Hip got his pitch, and he did not miss. And that was clearly deep enough for Rutherford. Some nice speed coming home.
So as the dust settles, 1-0 Clams. Aaron Copeland still on second. Jacob Bisharat, the first baseman, coming to bat.
Let's check Rutherford's stamina over there if we need to get an oxygen tank. The pitchers are no stranger to being, well, not necessarily having bad stamina, but after running a lot, you got to check on the pitchers every once in a while.
You just really love these guys coming up to you and criticizing you for criticizing them on their speed. You did to Mustang, and now Rutherford, I guarantee you, he goes back and listens. He'll get you for that.
Well, I think Rutherford will be doing okay. When you work a walk, starting 0-2 count, and then run first to third, and then score on a sac fly, that if the throw was on the money, it'd be a bang-bang play. So I think Rutherford's doing just fine. I don't think he's worried about what I'm saying up here.
We'll see.
If he is, I'm sorry.
We'll see tomorrow on the bus ride. Get a little tap on his shoulder when he's walking to his seat.
If Rutherford's sitting in the back of the bus, I'll sit in the front. But don't tell anybody.
1-0 to Bisharat. Upstairs, 2-0. For Bisharat, still just a pair of hits on the season for him, but he has been working a good number of walks, 258 on base percentage, and he's driven in 3.
A fist bump from Chase Bruno to Hunter Cole. They know this is the inning to take control here and put up a crooked number.
2-0 missing, 3-0. Do we think he's got the green light? I think, I don't know what you just saw, but what I saw from over at the third base coach's box, it looked like he just gave him a green light.
I wouldn't be too opposed to that if I were the Steamers. However, a walk's always nice, especially to the 9-hole hitter. You know, and Chase Bruno and Hunter Cole can hit you in as well. So I'm not too phased with either decision that was made here.
3-0. Swing and a miss. 3-1. So we did have green light.
Well, I would be opposed to swinging at a pitch down and away like that. Might have still been a strike, but definitely on the corner. And it's not the pitch you want on 3-0. But it's baseball, so you get 2 more chances here for Bisharat.
Beauty of the game.
I wonder who thought of the rule, 3 strikes you're out.
We're going to take us deep down a rabbit hole of discussion here, and I don't know if we can survive that one. If Bishrod fouls that one back, we'll be in the 8th inning still going back on the different possibilities of that rule.
Maybe I'll ask Clark Dearman. Maybe he knows when he comes up in the 4th.
Probably. Gentleman and a scholar.
Well, maybe it was him when he faced the Fungo in his debut when he was just getting tired of blowing them away with fastball after fastball.
Right.
He said, we'll cut it off at 3. How about that?
Umpire have agreed. Another pitcher that works very quickly. A full count now to Bishrod. Copeland a few steps off of second. Peacock's pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and there are 2 away.
Well, just like you can work a walk starting out 0-2, you can also strike out while starting 3-0. Tough at bat for Bishrod there, but Chase Bruno's known to come up big when it matters, and he's got his roommate on second base. He's looking to trade places.
I was going to say, we mentioned buddies, roommates here. Chance for Bruno to drive in Copeland. Bruno grounded to third. First time around. First pitch to Bruno. Breaking low and away, 1-0. An underrated portion of this inning is the number of pitches that Peacock's throwing. We're going to see a team over 4 games over 3 days. When they played the night before, this team is going to need pitching. And if you can try and get that pitch count up for the starter, force him to go to the pen early, and not that he's in danger of being pulled right now, but earlier than they would like to, be in a good position for the next 3. Peacock's pitch, missing, 2-0.
Well, Ray, like you said, pitch count is very important in school ball when you're playing with your college, but not as well known as being important in summer ball. However, in an unusual stretch like this, where you play a team 4 straight times in 3 days, and when Tarboro played the night before, it does matter just as much as it would in school. And it's not gonna, you aren't going to feel it now, but I guarantee you on Friday, Tarboro will be feeling it.
2-0. Bruno sends this one into left field. Stop sign from Marshall McDonald. The throw home was up the line, and it'll be first and third with 2 away for Hunter Cole.
Man, Copeland really wanted to score there. Took a hard turn and a hard stop. He would have been out, but he really wanted that one. I still like Copeland being aggressive. He's definitely known as that player to want to push the issue. If it runs him into an out every once in a while, that's okay as long as he's being aggressive.
Now we'll have a mound meeting. And you can't, with Case Kermode up after Hunter Cole, you can't just give him the base, but you can right now, working with 1 base, try not to give Cole anything good to hit, and if he's willing to wave at it, that's more on him.
Well, Ray, I'm going to slightly disagree with you in here. Peacock pitches with presence. He got a lot of confidence up on the mound, and he struck out Hunter Cole on 2 really good, a changeup and a slider, 2 really good pitches. So if I'm Peacock here, I'm going right at him.
All right. Well, we shall see how that will go for you as Jonathan Peacock, if that is the route he decides to go.
the more you pitch around, the more you run the risk of throwing it in the dirt and then Copeland scoring on a pass ball, or a million different things could happen.
First pitch to Cole. Outside, 1-0. I saw the turn there. I thought what was going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, that was the pitch that Hunter Cole struck out on his first time up, the same backdoor slider, except the backdoor was locked here in the second.
1-0. Outside, 2-0.
Well, he's pitching around, but I don't think he's meaning to. Peacock showing a little bit of motion there on the mound. Didn't get the call he wanted on the pitch number 1, and didn't really throw it in the right spot in pitch number 2.
Peacock behind, 2-0 to Hunter Cole, and the pitch is outside. 3-0.
Yeah, and that slider just does not have the same bite it did in the first inning. Just missing there. Hunter Cole being very smart to lay off that pitch, especially when you're in a plus count. What you're looking for is the fastball, and I do not think Peacock's going to serve up Hunter Cole a fastball here on this 3-0 count.
3-0. That one in there for a strike. 3-1.
Well, he served him up a fastball, just wasn't in the zone. Smart take by Hunter Cole. That's not the pitch you want to do damage with on the outer half there.
We'll see if Peacock wants to come after him here. Finding the count 3-1. Kicks, delivers. This one chopped slowly. Aguila's going to play it. The throw to first is in time to get him. Steamers put 1 on the board. Jackson Hipp brings home Daniel Rutherford to make it a 1-0 ball game. They do, however, strand runners on the corners. We head to the third. A 1-run advantage for the Clams when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Top of the third inning on tap. Daniel Willie on the mound. Nick Hussey coming to bat for the River Bandits, who now trail by 1. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Second one missing outside, 1-1. Hussey, Hassert, and top of the order with Sherwin. That's a base knock for Hussey. Leadoff man aboard for the River Bandits.
Well, Willie is locating well. That was on the outer half. Just credit to Hussey there. It was a good swing. And once again, for the third straight time, the Tarboro River Bandits have a leadoff guy on. 0 for 2. The third time's the charm, as they say. So see what Hassert can do here. The Villanova product.
We're familiar with him. Big 5 up in Philadelphia. Pitch low and in, 1-0.
To be honest, I'm not too big of a fan of Villanova.
Well, I
But
would
I'm a little
imagine.
biased.
Again, I would imagine. The reason they call it a Big Five rivalry. Not supposed to be friends with them.
Exactly. I'm not the biggest fan of Temple,
Yeah, that's fine.
but I like you, so I think it's, you know,
That's fine.
We're all right.
More than okay.
Agree to disagree. And anyways,
As
Villanova.
as we can do.
Yeah, Villanova
do that.
swept the, St. Joe's this year, so it wasn't too pleasant of a experience.
Willie blows this one by him. It's 1-1. And for the third straight inning, the leadoff man aboard. Willie's 1-1. This one, sky to center. Aaron Copeland out there makes the catch, and there is one away.
Well, Danny Willie came back again, getting the second out after getting the leadoff guy on. Except it wasn't a ground ball, so we don't get the theatrics of the double play, but there's still another chance.
Yeah, still another chance here. Don't speak too soon here. That'll bring up Anthony Sherwin. Walked in the first and was a part of one of the two double plays we've already seen this evening.
Hasn't gotten out in a while, Ray.
Well, his first pitch, foul back, 0-1. Oh, 1 from Willie. Ground ball. This one over the head of Bishrot and down the right field line. Hip over there to get it. Hussey hustling into third, and the throw gonna roll on over to Haney, and there's runners on the corners with one away.
Well, it's one of those unlucky hits for Danny Willie. He made his pitch, but just bounced right over 6'4" of Jacob Bisharat. And now Tarboro has a chance to even up the baseball game here. That was the story for Daniel Willie against Wilmington. Making his pitches just a little unlucky. Some dink and dump hits, bleeders, twinklers, sprinklers. That's what my coach at St. Joe's would call them.
You got every single word you could potentially call it.
Well, there's a few more, but I don't know if they're appropriate for over
That's
the
fair.
air.
Well, we'll keep it friendly to those at home. As Sherwin head on down to second, 2 in scoring position for Will Smith, who now ahead in the count 1-0.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised to see corners up here. We can have Jacob Bisharat is playing up. We have Joe Haney playing middle there.
1-0 from Willie. This one, sky to center field. Copeland going back, makes the catch, and he's going to throw over to third. The throw to Haney beat him, but just high and away, and a run will score for the River Bandits. This game's all knotted up at 1.
Well, the fact that that play was even close, Ray, is extremely impressive for Copeland to plant his back foot on a bad ankle, let me also mention, and throw almost a strike over to Joe Haney. That was very impressive that it was that close. I'll tell you what, Ray, if I was in center field, that would be no play over at third.
Well, that's what makes Aaron Copeland out there so impressive. As Michael Dolberry's up and fouls first one back, 0-1.
I might have put it on the money for Joe Haney, but
Just a little late.
Sherwin would have been there, you know, a little.
Might have had a sandwich by the time.
Yeah, he could have taken a nap on third. And maybe
Right.
scored. I don't know. Changed
So-
his jersey.
Yeah, selling yourself short here. 0-1, foul back, 0-2.
Sorry, I provide in the speed areas.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
so. If only me and Aaron Copeland could combine our strengths.
Be one heck of a player now, wouldn't it?
Well, they don't make us in the lab, so I guess. Yeah.
Willie ahead in the count, 0-2. Kicks and the pitch. This one fly to right field. Hip, ranging over, makes the catch, and that'll do it for this half inning. However, not before the River Bandits put one on the board. This game knotted up at 1 as we head to the bottom half of the third inning. Clams coming to bat when we come back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. Before we get back to baseball, the new 2021 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order, stop by Sound Feet Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trail located behind the first base dugout at Historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Case Kermode leading off this sitting. Jonathan Peacock still on the mound. And his first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1.
Well, Case Kermode saw the slider to start his first at-bat, now the changeup. That three-hole spot is a lot tougher than the bottom of the lineup. And Case Kermode is learning that the hard way as he starts here.
The 0-1, lines this one foul, down left field side, 0-2.
It's a nice Chandler bat that Case Kermode's using there. I like that. Not surprised he went yard in game one of the doubleheader against Greenbrier. Chandler bats add a little juice.
Certainly do. 0-2. Misses, 1-2. Now I'm very excited to remind all of you that starting next inning, it's the Players Only broadcast with Adam Fine sliding in my chair. Clark Dearman, who's standing on deck right now up here in the booth, just awaiting a headset to be his. The two will take you through the fourth through maybe the sixth inning. We'll get there. As the 1-2 is hit in the air to right center. Dolberry ranging over, makes the catch, and there's one away.
Solid swing there by Case Kermode. Just missed it. Easier said than done when it's an 0-2 count. Peacock starting to figure out that slider. Again, it wasn't really working in the second. Now it's working much better here in the third.
Joe Haney coming to the dish. Joe Haney with a base hit in the first.
Speaking of something that was working, Joe Haney's swing. Much better job today in his first at-bat.
The first pitch to him. Just missing, 1-0.
Still waiting on that Joe Haney first home run.
We are, which we keep bringing up because we keep think we're setting the table for him to do it because we know it's going to happen at some point.
It's only a matter of time, Ray.
1-0. Side, 2-0.
I feel like we've been picking our one player of the day to hit a home run. It's been Joe Haney multiple times, and it's only a matter of time. I feel like
I haven't picked since the Casey Air home
Well,
run.
I understand that once you made your prediction correct for the first time, you're never going to try it again.
2-1. I nailed that to the at-bat. That's
And Clark Dearman's surprised with that 2-0 changeup, but we'll get to hear his insight next inning. Just wait. I know everyone's getting antsy, but we're almost there.
Adam having a little bit of trouble with getting a water bottle situated on the desk here as that pitch misses 3-1.
Listen, I'm thirsty, okay? I drink a lot of water.
Okay. Just want to let people know at home what the sound is. It's everything falling apart up here. Get a little concerned about our well-being. Peacock's 3-1. Misses outside, and Haney's walked, a one-out base runner for the Steamers.
Well, that outside corner is not quite working for Peacock. He's hitting a spot, but just not quite. Not quite. Just a ball off the plate, I'd say.
Casey Hare grounded out to shortstop the first time. First pitch to Casey. Outside, 1-0. Hare back at second base this evening. I think we'll see a lot more of him over there in the coming 2 weeks. The regular season starting to wind on down, 2-0, and it might not feel like it, only 25 games in to say everything's coming to an end, but it's coming to an end pretty quickly.
Not yet, Ray. We still got a little time together.
I'm savoring every
Don't count the
second.
days, right?
I'm savoring every second. I'm just letting them know that time flies down here in Edenton.
Make sure you savor all that time down at the beer garden while I hang out with Clark Dearman up here.
2-0. And Harry grounds that one to first. Andrew Casey throws this one into left field. And now Haney's going to get to third. Runners on the corners with one away.
Well, Jacob Mustang makes that throw over at first base look easy. Because as you can see, that one not really close to on target. And now you got a chance for DR, Daniel Rutherford, to use that speed. A ground ball might work here, as he might be able to beat out the double play or any long fly ball. 'Cause Daniel Rutherford is known for that, well, in BP at least.
Yeah, he's hit some baseballs a long way in batting practice. Hey, listen, for him so far, 1 for 2 with a walk on his season. You take that. First pitch, in there for a strike. 0-1. And Rutherford walked first time up. Did get an at-bat on Monday night, struck out. And the first at-bat of the season back in June, singled. So, like I said, 1 for 2 with that walk so far. And now he is going to be added to the batting statistics of the team, that page that he didn't have to bother me for. You know, now at this point he is a full-blown hitter. Excited when we get to see him in the field, maybe.
Yeah, a little extra work for you on the stat sheet there before games,
Yeah,
right? So I know you're delighted by that.
It's really not that bad, you know. I could make it seem like it's a lot worse, but it's really not that bad. Rutherford grounds this one to second. Gonna have to be a quick play. There's one to throw over to first. In time to get him. And that will do it for the third inning. Game, whoa, moving quickly there. Inning-ending double play. Puts out the threat for the Steamers. Game knotted at 1. I'm stepping aside. When we come back, Adam Fine's taking the reins. Clark Dearman's joining him on the broadcast. Players only for the next couple of innings. Enjoy it here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. I'm Adam Fine alongside Clark Dearman. I'll be taking over play-by-play for a couple innings here. First pitch from Willie is in there. So Clark, how we doing?
We're doing well, you know, happy to be up here in the booth. I've had a lot of my teammates come up here, and I've been a little jealous of them, so I'm excited to finally get the opportunity.
Yeah, everyone's debut is always an electric time. I remember last year when I was a guest for Patrick Foster, when always a good time, you know. Kind of got me prepared a little bit for this moment, as I'm now graduating
Definitely.
to play-by-play. Willie's 1-1. Just a bit down and away. Now behind in the count. So Clark, I got some pretty in-depth personal questions. Just let me know You don't have to always answer. You can always
All
you can always defer. You can always
Fire
plead the
away
fifth,
whenever.
but I'd be always down to hear what the Presbyterian lefty has to say for himself. Just in there on the outside corner. Aguilar will have to regain his bat and hop back in there for the 3-2. Daniel Willie's always ready. His pace is impeccable. Speaking of pace, how crazy is Daniel Willie's pace on the mound? Gets the ball right back and is ready to go.
Oh, yeah. He loves to work quick. I'm right there with him. I feel like me and him are probably two of the faster working pitchers on the team, and I take pride in that. I like to make the game go by as fast as I can. So no time to waste.
Yeah, it makes it a little easier.
Get the ball, get back up there, ready to throw the next pitch. So.
Is that a type of thing for a feel thing for you, or a feel thing to get the hitters off balance, you think?
I think both. More so for me. I mean, it definitely helps to kind of keep the hitters guessing. I mean, I have a lot of them calling time on me for sure. Mid-AB, just because they'll see me up there, and next thing you know, it's 0-2, 1-2. So, I don't know. It's just something like I love to be in a rhythm as much as possible. I'm a big tempo person, and that just really helps me to lock in with my stuff. And be consistent throughout the whole at-bat and whole game, too.
Well said. I'll tell you what, it definitely makes me off balance as a hitter to see if it were to be you or Daniel Willie up there staring me down as I'm digging back into the box. Willie's 1-0. Here it comes. And that ball is driven. Hunter Cole ranging back on the track, and he'll make the play. And Aguilar will head back to first.
Every fly ball to left field here, you just hold your breath.
Yeah,
especially when you're on that mound. I know that all too well.
Yeah, the Teal Monster's tall, but it's not too far from home plate. Hunter Cole's first time out there in left.
Looking right at home.
A natural out there.
An athletic freak, Hunter Cole.
Speaking of Hunter Cole, as Andrew Casey will head to the plate, you're a big fan of Hunter Cole. You like to talk about how great he is. I mean, he is really good.
Big Hunter Cole guy, you know.
Talk to me about that.
A lot of fun, you know, just enjoy being around him. And he's a heck of a ball player, too. And I make sure that I let him know whenever possible.
Now, does he enjoy you like always glowing about him, or does he not like it as much?
I don't think he's a huge fan. I don't know how it really started. Like, I just started like complimenting him a lot one day, and for whatever reason, it kind of bothered him, and I saw that, and I was like, oh man, he just earned himself this for the rest of the season. Well, yeah, and it's gotten to the point now where like the whole team does it, so you know I'm pretty proud of that.
You started a trend.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that. Well, when you hit 6 home runs, a team leading 6 home runs, that'll do it to you.
Yeah, man's an animal.
Here's the 1-1. Not quite there, a bit inside. A little bit of a tight zone tonight. Casey now with a 2-1 count. Willie sets. Pickoff. No contest over there. A lot of pickoffs from Willie to Pearson tonight, but
it's an underrated part of a pitcher's game. Got to keep that guy at first as long as possible. Keep the double play in order.
Now, does that do something to the hitter, too, to kind of keep his rhythm off balance?
It can, yeah, definitely. You don't want to mix up. You want to make sure you mix up the same tempos whenever possible.
Misses that, and now Hunter will miss it, too. He'll go by 2 fielders, and now into Bruno as the dust will settle. But now Tarboro's got 2 ducks on the pond as back-to-back errors. A routine ground ball, travel all the way to the wall. And now Daniel Willie's got himself in a little bit of a jam here. So now that brings me to question number 2, Clark. When you have errors and stuff out of your control, how do you stay focused on yourself and not let your fielder's mistakes or any mistake that you cannot control affect you? How do you stay mentally composed?
It can definitely be difficult, whether it be errors or whether it be a 301-foot home run over the left field wall here at Hicks.
Those are always tough, aren't they?
Bad calls by the umpire, whether it's squeezing me or something like that, or a guy being a step or 2 out and them calling him safe. Just the number of things. That's one of the hard things about being a pitcher and being a baseball player in general is so much of this game is out of your hands. And, like, as soon as I release the ball from the mound, like, I got to understand that the only thing I have to do now is feel my position if that ball comes back to me. And especially when things like that that just happened to Daniel happen. It's just a matter of having a short memory and getting back up there and just executing the next pitch and being able to just minimize that damage and realize that, I mean, they're your guys. They're out there backing you up, and they're not trying to hurt you.
Yeah, it also comes down to you picking them up, too. Always saying, like,
Absolutely.
I know if I were to make an error in center, it's my pitcher to look up to me and say, hey, I got you. That always boosts my confidence, say, hey, I can go make the next play.
And
So
I have confidence in Willie. I think he has the stuff and the command to get out of this situation.
Definitely.
For sure.
Jack Kulamovic will head up to the plate. You got corners in-ish, say middle, and middle.
It's a good start.
And that's how you start it there for Daniel Willie attacking with the fastball. Now it's 0-1, Clark. What are you going to here? Do you follow it up with another fastball, or you try and get him chased something? There is a runner at third, so you do have to be careful with throwing something in
I
the
like
dirt.
the elevated fastball a lot here because you could induce a pop-up, keep those guys at bay. Or that. Got him.
And what a play.
Nice
Daniel
play.
Willie with the Odell catch puts it on the money to Case Kermode, and that is out number
That
2.
works too.
What a play. Daniel Willie heard the 4 call and went for.
Like to see my fellow pitchers being a little athletic out there. We don't always get a lot of credit, but we can make the plays with the best of them.
Well, Clark, you talked about fielding your position, and Daniel Willie just did the textbook job of that.
Absolutely. Those are the kind of plays you get excited for as a pitcher when you're able to get a guy at home like that. It's always a lot of fun.
That made me excited. Always bang plays at the plate are always special, especially when, I don't know, they work in your favor, I guess.
Definitely.
Now the 0-0 from Willie. Jam shot to Tarboro hitter here. And now 2 outs. Infield can relax a little bit, play more deep. There's Haney, throw to first. And Bisharot with the tag. And that'll do it. 2 incredible plays by the Steamers infield. Jacob Bisharot applies the tag, and that'll do it. The Tarboro River Bandits do not score here in the crazy top of the 4th, and we will be back for the bottom of the 4th. For Clark Dearman and Adam Fine, we will see you soon. Welcome back, Steamer fans. We got a quick advertisement for everyone. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? Why not sign them up for Steamer's Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, and a discount to baseball camp. Sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players. Maybe you can meet Clark Dearman, who's joining us.
I'll be here.
And you can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. So we got still a lot to talk about. Pretty crazy top half of the 4th as the Steamers come to bat. I got some more personal questions for Clark Dearman as Aaron Clopin will lead us off here. So Clark, Presbyterian, heading into your senior year.
That is right.
Pretty cool. You guys won the Big South.
We
You got
did.
to play against Vanderbilt and face Kumar Rocker, who went 10th overall to the Mets. So he's pretty good, isn't he?
He is. He's as advertised. One thing, the Vanderbilt Stadium is very tight, so there's not a lot of room in foul territory, so you're right on top of the field when you're in the dugout, and he is as large as life on that mound, and the ball is just humming in there whenever you're watching him pitch. And it was impressive, you know, just soaking it all in between seeing a guy like him and seeing just a coach like Tim Corbin as well, and just like how they go about their business. It was very impressive.
Yeah, Tim Corbin is known as like the Meistershevsky of baseball.
Absolutely.
And he's definitely got a presence. I mean,
It was a heck of an experience. Played 2 really good baseball teams between Vanderbilt and Indiana State. Played at a great venue, great city, packed house that first night, bright lights, big city. It's about all you can ask for as a college baseball player.
yeah, for sure. I definitely was jealous watching that when I was here in Edenton. Copeland with a drive, same spot in the gap in left center, and it will fall, and he will look to stretch it too and pump the brakes as he should and head back to first. Copeland, 2 for 2.
Looking good.
He's starting to find his stroke a little bit.
He is.
Now, Mr. Clutch himself, Jackson Hipp, to the plate. Got robbed of a hit his last time up. Smoked that ball to left field, but hey, got the job done. Got in. Daniel
Still a
Rutherford.
sac fly.
Still a sac fly. It's 0 for 0. And it proved to be the 1 run that Steamers have so far. Peacock still on the mound. No stranger to giving up the first base runner of the inning to the leadoff guy. The 0-0 to Hipp.
He's already thrown a lot of pitches. Not sure how much longer we're going to see this guy, but looks like the bullpen's starting to get active down there.
Yeah, you know, as I was going to say, in summer ball, it's a little bit more of a staffing type of thing. Staffing meaning you use many guys, you don't ride out your starter too much. So we'll see what happens, how long Peacock can go. Jackson Hipp will have something to say about it. As he flies that one to shallow center, the second baseman comes on. Sherwin makes the play. Now there's one away. Now Jacob Bisharat will struck out his first time. I wouldn't be surprised to see Copeland maybe mess around and steal a little bit here, Clark. I don't know what your
Yeah, I
thoughts
can
on that
see him
are.
getting involved in the run game. I don't know. I got a good feeling about Jacob Bisharat right here. Big body. I think he could do something special.
2 hits this year, a big double against the Wilmington Sharks for Bisharat. Just looking to get hot. His swings are looking good. It's only a matter of time, I feel like.
Yeah, just a matter of getting adjusted. I know he told me that went a long time without seeing live pitching. I know his college season was not played due to COVID, so I can't imagine how frustrating that must have been for the guys that had to endure that. But definitely a matter, especially I think for hitters, is being able to see live pitching. That's just not something you can replicate no matter how many swings you take in the cage.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing really compares to live pitching, especially even live at bats. It's still kind of a different feel to, you know, a game-like situation. As now the 1-0 to Bisharat. Boom! He kills that ball, and right on cue, that ball is gone.
Oh, not gone.
And at the top of the wall, the Teal Monsters tall. Copeland running into home. The throw is going to be a bang-bang play, and he is out at the plate.
Man.
An
Thought I called it
incredible
right there.
relay. Copeland a little shaken up. Gave it his all. Incredible slide, but the throw just beat him. You hate to see Copeland limping a little bit there, but still a towering shot from Jacob Bisharat. And he's still got now a runner in scoring position as the leadoff guy, Chase Bruno, will see what he can do to hit his last time. Right on cue, Clark. That ball was
I
crushed.
had a good feeling about him. So turned out to be right. You know, a little ball player intuition.
Yeah, maybe you should come up here a little more often. Maybe
Hey.
Ray is done for good.
You know, I gotta throw game 2 tomorrow, but after that, you know,
All right.
I'm down to come back whenever y'all want me.
Maybe not every night, but yeah. Excuse my call there. I thought that looked like it was over the wall.
That did. That's a odd part of the stadium right there where the high wall ends. So you never know. Especially, I mean, the center fielder did a pretty solid job playing it off the wall out there.
Yeah, and the way that Bisharat, he kind of pimped that.
He did a little bit.
It looked like
thought he got it. Which, I mean, when you hit a ball at that trajectory here, I mean, odds are you probably just left the stadium.
yeah, so Bisharat's reaction had me a little confused, and it's my first time doing play-by-play, so we're doing all right. Now we're looking for a pitching change here for Tarboro, and that looks like the end of the night for Peacock, as now Luke Carpenter is going to come on in for relief. Still a pretty impressive outing for for Jonathan Peacock, excuse me. Only
Certainly
one run.
respectable. He was able to scatter 5 hits, so pretty fortunate of him to get out of the game without too much damage.
Yeah,
Although the runner on second is still his, so.
Yes, so that will count to his ERA. There's 2 outs as Luke Carpenter will come on, and we will be right back. Welcome back to the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Chase Bruno will look for a clutch 2-out hit against Luke Carpenter for the Tarboro River Bandits. So before we get going, I want to ask you a little bit about Jake Rice, because he's another tall, blonde, Presbyterian left-handed pitcher,
He is that.
just like you. He throws pretty hard.
He does throw pretty hard. I'm not quite at his level yet. Maybe in the next near future. That'd be
Oh.
exciting.
And the submarine ends up getting him. I think Carpenter's pleading that Bruno lean into it, but when you throw from that submarine angle, it looks like it kind of is coming in from that direction anyway, so
Yeah.
Bruno got the benefit of the doubt there. And now, got
the
2
ball's
guys on
gonna
for
naturally run arm side to these guys, the lower slot guys, so it's important, especially when you're facing your same side, to be able to control that inside half and not let that ball get away from you.
Well, now you got your favorite up to bat in a big situation.
There he is. You know, I like this a lot. You know, lefties usually can see righty subby guys pretty well. Plays to their strengths, especially the off-speed pitch. You know, right into Hunter's quick bat path. So, you know, I got a good feeling about this one too. We'll see if I'm 2 for 2 tonight.
Yeah, you're already 1 for 1 with Bisharat, so, and Hunter Cole's known for the long ball, so I say the odds are in your favor. The 1-0, cut on and missed. Good hack there by Hunter Cole. But Jake Rice, you said, hopefully you'll get to see that level. I definitely see the potential in you for that. Still a couple years younger than Jake, but
That is true.
definitely his apprentice in a way, I guess. The 1-1 is in
Yeah,
there.
I had the pleasure to play with him 2 years at PC before he had to part ways with us due to graduating. But it was a lot of fun. I learned a lot from him. He's a tremendous teammate, great friend, heck of a ball player, obviously. Super happy for him. Glad that he is getting to live out his dream, play pro ball. He's had an interesting road, you know, been at a lot of schools, but good things happen to good people, and I think it's definitely deserved. And I'm excited to see what he does at the next level. I'll definitely be following him closely.
Yeah, definitely. And the 2-1 there, the 1-2, excuse me, was just missed. Almost hit Hunter Cole as
Something
well.
special happened when he came here last summer. I don't know what it was, but he turned it on, and he took that right into his season at KSU, where he was their ace and just had a heck of a season. I know he beat Georgia Tech and just put up some video game-like numbers there. So maybe there's something in the water here for those blonde lefties.
Well, I was just thinking, Clark, imagine if Jake Rice stayed at Presbyterian, and then we got that Jake Rice versus Kumar Rocker matchup in
That
regionals.
would've
Tell me
been
about that.
A lot of fun. I mean, obviously he's a big game pitcher through and through. During my time at PC, especially his first year there before he unfortunately went down with an elbow injury, he was able to get the win against Alabama opening weekend, which was a lot of fun for him being from Alabama. And he pitched a heck of a ball game at the University of Georgia as well that we should have won, but it got away from us in the later innings. So he's no stranger to the big moment. He's been facing elite hitters for a long time, and I think he's going to take that right into his time with the Diamondbacks.
All right. The 2-2 to Hunter Cole. And I will see another one. Another foul ball. He's staying alive.
He
As
is.
Ray
He's
would
having a
say.
heck of an AB, you know, wouldn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
Just an absolute grinder up there.
Beast. As Ray would say, as someone called the Bee Gees, because Hunter Cole is staying alive. I got to bring that joke to play-by-play as I'll take over here. Carpenter looking in. Long hair versus long hair. 2-2. Just aside. And a double steal worked to perfection. And now a 3-2 count. Runners go on the 3-2, 2 outs, but they decide to go a pitch earlier, and the slider just misses.
Big
Base.
RBI opportunity for Hunter Cole right here. One swing could put the Clams in the lead, you know, give us a little cushion going into the top of the fifth.
The 3-2. And it's outside, and Hunter Cole will take his base. And now it's up to Case Kermode with the bases loaded, 2 outs. The situation everyone dreams about.
Absolutely.
Case Kermode has been hot lately. Tell me a little bit about seeing him kind of come off of injury and come back and make a huge impact.
It's exciting to see for sure. I was not here yet when you and him had your collision. I know I heard about it, and I know it was pretty tough. But, you know, I'm happy to see Case back out there, really settling in. And he's done great behind the plate. He's caught me a couple games. I really like what he does. He's good, solid pitch caller, good framer, good blocker. Does a good job controlling the running game. So all-around solid player for sure. And it shows his versatility, too. He's able to play outfield, too, which you don't see from a lot of catchers, that athleticism.
Kermode in the 5-6 hole. Bisharat will score. Bruno coming around, and he is in there. And the Steamers take a 3-1 lead, courtesy of Case Kermode.
Right on cue. Right on cue.
Huge at-bat. First pitch swing, and it took Hunter Cole a 7+ pitch at-bat, but it only took one for Case Kermode, and that breaks it open a little bit for the Steamers. Great hustle by Chase Bruno. Speedster.
He is. You know, he can move around the bases. Solid with the glove as well. I really like him up the middle. Him and Anthony Stalin, before he departed, were quite the double play combo, but I know that Casey Hare will be able to pick up the slack, too, as well.
Well, Casey Hare had a double play tonight. 2, actually. One from
Yeah, Daniel Willie's
Joe
been,
Haney.
getting that ground ball. It's been helping him out a lot.
It's quite the infield duo, or multiple duos at that now as it's Joe Haney, excuse me, will come to the plate. 1-0 to him. I mean, Case Kermode's been the RBI king as of late. That ball just missing. Carpenter a little confused at that one. Now it's another plus count. Haney's going to want to look to do damage here. 2 runs is not enough, and Hunter Cole, as much as he's amazing with his power, and I know you like that aspect of his game, but kind of might be the fastest player on the team too.
I think he is. Definitely one of those guys who is extremely versatile, does a lot of things well. You know, maybe, I don't know, might be a stretch, but maybe a 5-tool player. He's definitely got quite a few of them.
Quite the praise
But,
from Clark Dearman.
You know, here with the lefty up, 2 outs, I don't think a steal is a smart move here as he goes.
Well, as you say that, here he goes. The throw's on the money, and he's in
safe,
there.
You know, fastest kid on the team. What do I know, right?
Well, I think Hunter Cole's going to be making fun of you post-game if he hears that.
He will. You know,
Right
I
on
hope
cue.
he listens to this broadcast. I really do.
Yeah, I'll definitely send him some clips as we talk about him, but Case Kermode follows him to second, and now you got a 2 RBI situation for Haney. I think Hunter Cole definitely heard us up here, or heard you.
Had to.
He wanted to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And that ball is foul. And another 3-2, 2-out count. speaking of clutch, I feel like a lot of players on this team is clutch, but the at-bat that Joe Haney had against the Greenbrier Knights in Game 2 on Monday night was quite the at-bat, wasn't it?
He's a grinder for sure. It seems like every time he's up there, you know, it's a 2-2, 3-2 count with a bunch of foul balls just like that. One at-bat in particular that I always think of is his clutch double he had against the Pilots the other week.
Triple at that.
Triple, that's right. Yes, it was a triple. And, of course, Hunter Cole, grand slam in that game. Can't forget that as well. You know,
You just love talking about Hunter Cole.
Off a pitcher that goes to the University of Florida at that. So,
Yeah, that is
want
quite the
to praise him a little bit more. You know, he deserves it.
Yeah, UF preseason ranked number 1 in the country, so that is definitely adds a little more flavor to an already flavorful grand slam.
It was. You know, I bet that felt good. You know, off his hometown team, a bunch of his friends out there in the field watching him. So,
All right, Haney's 3-2, and we'll do this again. Well, they're making Carpenter work this inning. Hunter Cole with quite the at-bat, and now Joe Haney already with a quality at-bat at class.
Lefty's
Now,
giving him a tough time.
as a pitcher, how frustrated does it make you when you're working it and the hitter keeps off fouling off pitches and just nonstop and works a 10-plus pitch at-bat?
It can be tough. You know, obviously you want to keep that pitch count down as much as possible. But I see it as a challenge. You know, it really allows me to, like, elevate my game, especially when it's 3-2 and you have to throw a strike and it's just one foul ball after the other after the other. And it just becomes down to, like, it's like, I feel like a lot of the time pitching is like a boxing match, and you know, you're just throwing gut punch after gut punch after gut punch, and they're fouling them off, and then finally you're able to bear down and get that knockout blow.
And they get Haney. Great changeup by Carpenter. Advantage Hunter Cole in the first 3-2 count, but advantage Luke Carpenter against Joe Haney there. But the Steamers tack on 2 and lead 3-1 as we leave here. We'll be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Hunter Cole Fan Club. Excuse me, the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. I'm Adam Fine, joined by Clark Dearman. As we head to the top of the 5th, Daniel Willie still in the bump. The 9-hole hitter, Cam Hassert, up to the plate as Dilly works.
Yeah, Daniel's looking good so far. He's been efficient. I think that was his 55th pitch of the night. So a lot of room for him to go deep into this game and give us a good chance to win the ball game.
Yeah, Willie leads the team in innings pitches. Now he will fall back to 2-0. Hassert flew out to center his last time up, the 2-0. Hacken got the green light and just a bit late, and now it is 2-2-1. So, Clark, let's talk more about you. That's why you're up here. What is your favorite Edenton memory so far?
My favorite Edenton memory? That's a tough one. I've had a lot of fun since I've been here. I've enjoyed it. I love this place. I love the atmosphere. It's a great place to play. I think it's hard for me not to go with my first career outing.
I mean, how can we not forget that?
Yeah,
I
it was
mean,
pretty fun.
how can we
You
forget
know,
that?
I was able. I mean, not a lot of people knew me yet. I was kind of a late arrival, and I feel like I had to make a good first impression. And you know, it's been fun ever since. So, but it's definitely hard to beat that debut.
and Hassert will take his base. Another leadoff batter on for the Tarboro River Bandits. But yeah, I remember me and Ray were up here in the booth. We're like, oh yeah, this Clark kid seems cool, whatever. And we didn't really think much of it. And then, I mean, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. And we were just in awe up here. I mean, if you can go back and listen to that recording, we were just head over heels, kind of like we are for Hunter Cole. You know, but instead it was for you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. First time I've been on the mound in a while, so felt fresh, felt ready to go.
Down the line, Haney, and actually it will go over to the picnic area. Good hustle by Haney over there at third. Sherwin now behind 0-1.
A close second, though, I will say, is my start that I had against Greenbrier here the night of the fireworks. 1,000 people in the stands, you know. It was a lot of fun wearing those sweet jerseys that we got to auction off at the end, and then the fireworks and winning. It was just an ideal day for a baseball player. Really couldn't have drawn it up much better.
0-1. Outside. Yeah, I remember that was the all-black jersey night. Black pants, black jersey, if I'm correct. Oh, the American flag jersey.
Yeah,
Excuse
it was
me.
the 4th of July. Jared was the one that started the all-black,
You're right.
the Hicks Field jerseys.
Yeah, I remember that. Always those nights where we auction off jerseys is always special. Any Friday night or Saturday night here at Edenton is always
Yeah.
crazy, especially now without COVID. It's much easier to have more fans here, have more fun. And Sherwin fouls that back 1 and 2. Sherwin 7 for his last 7.
That plays.
That plays. He's got a tall task here. The 1-2. Willie, you think he's going curveball here?
I think that's a safe bet. I think he'll definitely go off speed of some sort. Maybe try and get him to roll over, get another one of those double plays that he's had so many of tonight, or just a strikeout.
Or a pickoff. With
Either
nothing
would
doing.
be appreciated, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, 2 double plays in the game already is a lot, and we saw those in the first and second inning. So to have a third would be pretty crazy, especially
Pitcher's
with
best friend. Pitcher's best friend.
that is true. I think it's everyone's best friend, really, unless you're the
Except
opposing team.
unless you're the one up the bat.
Exactly. The 1-2 from Willie, off speed, in there, and gets Sherwin looking. The
There's
back
the
door
slider.
curveball always works. Clark, you would know, and Sherman's hit streak is over. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. That was quite the backdoor curveball. Your curveball, similar in breaking there, except for coming from the left side.
See if
There's Will
Daniel can
Smith.
do it again here.
Comes up,
Good start.
fastball. Now, Clark, you like to announce your presence with authority, as they say in Bull Durham, but do you like to pitch backwards? When do you like to pitch backwards? When do you like to pitch with the fastball to start? Talk to me a little about your approach. Is there a certain person in the lineup, or just tell me
well,
more about that?
My game is tailored towards just coming right at people. You know, my MO all through college has really been just like get ahead with the fastball and then use my slider to really put guys away, and it's worked for me pretty well. But a lot of the times that is a more effective approach. A couple times, so like especially when I'm coming out of the pen, which I've done a decent amount in college, that was obviously the game plan. Just because I would see a lineup maybe one time through max, but now being here and starting, you definitely have to make more adjustments on the fly and be able to kind of tailor your game towards what the hitters are doing,
What it goes.
and just
That ball eats up. That ball eats up, and now Bruno's going to throw it to Haney, and he'll bobble it as well. Haney struggling a little bit there at third. Bruno bobbled it as well, and now there are runners on the corners. Will Smith hit that hard, but that'll be an E5, and now Willie's got himself in another little situation here as the 3-hitter Michael Dolbury, a potential all-star the way he's been playing,
Mm-hmm.
will come up. But hey, the double play is still in order.
It is.
We talked about that. Your intuition is very strong so far, so maybe we'll see if you can be right again.
This kid can run a little bit, so it'll be hard to double him off, but he has been doubled off once already tonight.
That's why speed always kills. Foul ball there. Case Kermode's taking a beating tonight. Got hit by a pitch, and now it's fouled off some part of his body. I'm not quite sure, but Case Kermode, tough kid.
He is. Yeah, he's a grinder for sure back there. You know, you got to be tough if you're going to put that gear on every night.
Yeah, catchers, I compared them to hockey players earlier. They might have a missing tooth. I don't think that's the case for Case Kermode, but maybe soon the way the ball's been finding him.
Yeah, definitely. And I'll be happy to see Alan Brown back too tomorrow, recovering from his injury. So he'll be a welcome sight for the Clams, especially as my fellow Blue Hose.
Indeed, indeed. Presbyterian Alan Brown coming back from concussion. Had an at-bat last time out against Greenbrier Knights in the doubleheader. Willie's 0-1. Curveball. Sharp one at that.
Great pitch right there.
Dolberry looks silly. You call that a sword. Do you ever do the sword celebration on the mound, or are you more?
I haven't
guy.
broken that one out yet. I like to have fun with it. You know, I'll mix in some stuff. I'm a big fist pump fan,
Okay.
but you know, I do get my fair share of swords, so I might have to mix that in once in a while.
And Will Smith will head to second. Case Kermode do what he can to keep it in front to keep. Well, excuse me, it was. Yeah, it was Will Smith to second and keeping the runner on third at bay. And now it's 1-2. Good waist pitch. I think Case Kermode knew that was coming, knew he had to go to his knees there. It's now 1-2. So Alan Brown, a friend of yours from Presbyterian, as the 1-2 comes. Hit to right, ranging back is hit, and that'll be a pretty clear sac fly. Hit will make the out. And now the River Bandits cut into this lead a little bit, Hassard in to score. But it's 2 outs, and the Eden Steamers still have the lead. A great approach by Dolberry.
Yeah, that's the way to do a job. Men in scoring position, less than 2 outs, took that ball the other way and was able to get an RBI out of it.
Indeed, indeed. A lot of sac flies tonight. Hip being one of them in the second inning. As Luis Aguilar comes to the plate. Strike one from Daniel Willie. So, like I was said, Alan Brown. So name a couple other close friends that you've made here in summer ball with the Steamers.
Well, I feel like an obvious choice at this point is Hunter Cole. Big fan of his. Daniel Willie on the mound. He's one of my locker buddies, so I've gotten pretty tight with him, you know, being a fellow starter.
I was a locker room buddy of yours for the brief period
That's
that you were here.
correct. You know, still hang out in there every once in a while. You're missed, but, you know, it's glad to be back up here with you.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Jacob Mustaine, big fan of his. Who else? I like Jared Davis, another locker buddy. You know, that's one of my favorite things about this team is just I feel like we get along really well. We gel really well. You know, it's important, especially when you come from, like, all over the place, all different states and different schools, to be able to really come together and gel as well as we have. It's important for the success of the team. And, you know, that's just one of the best parts about being a baseball player in college is just the opportunity to meet some really, really cool people, whether it be in this college season or in summer ball or whatever it may be. So,
Yeah, summer ball is really cool because you come back from everyone comes from different backgrounds, and you'll have one common goal, and you're not around each other every time with school where you can, butt heads. It's a little better. Now Willie Bruno ranging to his left, the throw over to Jacob Bisharat, and that'll do it. The Tarboro River Bandits add one on a sac fly from Michael Dolberry, but the Steamers will now come to bat here in the bottom of the fifth. We will be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to the Eden Steamers YouTube channel. I'm Adam Fine alongside Clark Dearman for the bottom half of the fifth. Is we have a new pitcher, Alec Greenblatt, on the mound for the River Bandits as Casey Hare will lead things off. But it's time to talk about Venture Tours, Clark. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
The Steamers are proud to announce that Venture Tours is the official travel partner of the team for the 2021 season. Venture Tours is a family-owned business specializing in motor coach transportation. The owners have been in motor coach industry for more than 40 years. A mixture of hard work and family legacy helped to create Venture Tours, one of the most successful motor coach companies in Hampton Roads, coastal Virginia. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. Shakira will start us off. That's Casey Hare's walk-up song.
It is a solid choice, if I do say so myself.
Hips don't lie. I mean, you got to clear your hips to hit, you know. So.
Exactly.
All right. Once again, new pitcher for the River Bandits. Alec Greenblatt will come on. Steamers have seen a fair share of Alec Greenblatt.
Yeah, it seems like they like to roll out the same couple guys out of the pen whenever we play them.
That's very true. Trying to fix the scoreboard here as the first pitch is in there, 2 for a strike to Casey Hare. And the 1-0-1 incoming from Greenblatt. Upstairs, Casey Hare leaving that one be. Apologize for the scoreboard. Still says there are runners on the corners for the River Bandits, but that is not the case. Once Ray gets back up here, he will see we'll troubleshoot that. But in the meantime, we're just going to talk baseball up here with Clark Dearman. As the 1-1 from Casey Hare comes. Rips that to left, but it will be caught. Another line out for Casey Hare, someone who's been lining out a bunch. Nick Hussey makes the play.
He has been on the barrel for sure these past couple games, so it's only a matter of time before those start to fall.
Exactly. And now we got Daniel Rutherford up to bat. Now, he's a pitcher that can hit. Are you a pitcher that can hit?
I'm not.
Hey, at least you're honest with yourself.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of
we had that pitcher's BP after our performance against Peninsula. I was a little hyped up, excited to see what I could do. But I forgot how much I just like hitting and how bad I am at it. So, got a little humbled.
Yeah, listen, hitting's hard. It's nice to just be able to throw 90 and just have, have a nice day.
It is.
Not to pat yourself in the back roll too much.
Yeah, I had a feeling from a pretty young age that pitching was going to be my thing. But, that's all right.
So that brings me to my next question is the 0-1 comes to DR. On the outside corner, big cut from DR, but it's 0-2 now. What is the fastest pitch you've ever thrown?
92 miles an hour is still
92.
my personal best. I've hit that a couple times. I don't know. I mean, I feel like that outing I had against the Fungo, I might have topped it, but I was not clocked that night. So hopefully, as we get into the end of this summer and I go back to Presbyterian in the fall, we'll start to see more and more of those 92s and hopefully keep it going up from there.
Yeah. Especially that your fastball was humming that night on your first start against the Greenbrier Knights. So I wouldn't be surprised if you popped a 93 or something along those lines. But 92 is still pretty impressive. I mean, I think in my heyday of pitching, I was at like 81. Because Rutherford pops this up to the shortstop. Cam Hassert makes the play. And they're 2 away quickly here in the bottom half of the fifth. But now stepping to the plate, someone who's already 2 for 2 tonight with 2 line drives in the left center gap. When Cope gets hot, he's rolling. So tell me a little more about that.
Yeah, he's a dangerous hitter for sure. Once he starts seeing the ball, looks like he's finally getting his feet underneath him. I know he had some trouble with his ankle, but he's looking good tonight. He's on the barrel for sure, and he's a dangerous hitter. He can run out of the yard as well as anybody on this team, and he plays a mean center field too. Even though that's not his home necessarily, I know that he's an infielder by trade, but he's definitely anchored that spot down for us this season. Strong arm, gets good reads on the ball. So
Yeah, definitely. We've seen that tonight, and the strong arm to Haney as the 1-0 to Cope. Let me to it.
All right, so you came late to the Steamers. So how did your recruitment happen? How did Marshall get in contact with you to bring you here?
Well, as some of you may know, Marshall used to coach at Presbyterian a couple years back. So we've had the connection for a little while when he coached in Lexington County with the Blowfish. I know a bunch of guys came and played for him there. And then, of course, last year, Alan Brown was here, as was Jake Rice. So, well, when that time came for me to find a place to play this summer, one of my coaches hooked me up with Marshall, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. I'm ready to go. So I'm definitely happy with the decision I made. I love Marshall as a coach. He's done a great job. I've enjoyed playing for him, and I've enjoyed playing for the Steamers thus far. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, I tell you what, thank you for coming down. Once again, I want to mention to everyone watching, the scoreboard has some sort of glitch going on. It is not 3-1 in the top half of the fifth. It is 3-2 Steamers. So we'll try and troubleshoot that as this game goes along. And the 2-2 to Copeland. It'll be 3-2, so try my best to keep you updated with the count. 3-2, 2 outs. Copeland looking to do some damage here. He's already 2 for 2. Clark, hobbies. You're not playing baseball? Talk to me. Reading, I know, is a big one. We share our stories about our books when we're going on road trips.
It's something that I was big into when I was younger. I was a big Harry Potter guy growing up. But in high school, I got bogged down. My teachers loved to assign me books, especially in the summertime. Had a lot of summer reading, so.
You actually did the summer readings?
I did,
unlike
yes.
me. Oh, okay.
Unfortunately.
Good for you.
They would make us write essays and make us take tests, so, I couldn't really get away with just spending my summer hanging out. So a lot of the times, it'd be late July, and I'd still be about 3 books away from being done, so that made for a lot of fun summer days spent inside just reading away. But that kind of got me away from it for a little while. But
And Copeland will strike out the high fastball, gets him there, and we'll head out to the 6th inning. We'll be back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel, and we'll get to learn more about Clark's reading adventures. Welcome back to the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Daniel Willie will come on for his 6th inning of the appearance. It's at the top of the 6th. Once again, I apologize about the scoreboard, as the first pitch is low. 1-0. It is the top of the 6th. The Steamers lead 3-2. And we still have Clark with us. He decided to stay on for another inning. He's having a little too much fun hanging out with me, but that ball is fouled by Kendall Pearson. And it's 1-1. So, kind of cut you off last inning. So talk to me more about your summer reading and how much fun that was.
Yeah, so, like I said, high school really kind of bogged me down with a lot of books. So I got away from reading as a hobby. But this summer, I picked it back up. You know, a lot of long road trips, especially to the Wilmingtons and the Morehead cities when we've gone there. So I like to mix it up. You know, I brought a couple books with me, so it's definitely been a good way to pass the time. You know, I've learned a decent amount. And then on the days that I have off here, some of the other stuff I like to do is I like to go fishing and play some golf as well.
Strike 3 to Kendall Pearson, and that is another looking strikeout for Daniel Willie. The fastball painted there. There's one away. As Andrew Casey, the home run hitter from in the last game for the River Bandits, will come to the plate. But yeah, you know, I'm just picking up on reading, so, you know, it's nice to talk to an experienced reader about the ins and outs.
You know, I try. You know, gotta learn as much as you can. You know, you gotta be well versed, be able to carry a conversation about whatever. Just trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
I mean,
get
we don't
to be
really
a
have
well-rounded human being. You know,
Yeah,
educate
we-
myself a little bit.
we don't have many big readers on this team, surprisingly. But that's okay. So it's nice to talk to another one, I guess, as I'm an up-and-coming reader. 2-0 to Casey. Daniel Willie looks to work here. Time is called. And so, Papa Tom, addressing your question about Anthony Stalin, he had to go home because of family matters, so he is no longer with the group. So now Chase Bruno will take the reins at shortstop. Slide Casey Hare over to second for the time being. As that one finds the zone for Willie, it's 2-1. The 2-1 from Willie. Gets
Good
up in
spot.
Casey's kitchen. Just missed. Clark Dearman wanted that call, but
I
Now
certainly
it's
would if I was
3-1.
on the mound.
you show a lot of emotion with calls, or you Cool,
You know,
calm, and
I
collected.
try to stay composed, especially when it comes to balls and strikes, because at the end of the day, the umpire can decide whether or not you're going to have a good or bad day.
exactly?
And the last thing you want to do is show anybody up. So you want to make sure you keep them on your good side as much as possible, and not let your emotions get the best of you. Because he can certainly ruin your day in a heartbeat if you show that you're not a fan of him.
Exactly,
So-
exactly. It's always nice. It's a good friend to have, the umpire.
He is, definitely.
As Jack Kulimovic will come to the plate with a runner on. Willie tad outside. Case Kermode couldn't quite frame that to be a strike, and it is 1-0. Willie still working in the 6th inning. That
Yeah,
one
he's
is
been able to go deep into games most of his starts. Obviously, the team leader in innings, so you know you're going to get a solid outing out of him whenever he's out there. And you know, he's just the definition of just a workhorse starter. Really gives the team a chance to win whenever he takes the mound.
exactly. 2-0 here from Willie. So he takes a little time with his delivery. And it'll be 3-0. Losing Kulimovic a little bit here. I wouldn't be surprised to see Brett Folk get ready as he steps. Here he comes for a mound visit. As we'll take a second here. '89 pitches for Daniel Willie. Quite the number here, especially in summer ball when we do a lot of mixing it up. But it's a long stretch of games. We have 4 against Tarboro in the next 3 days, so to ride Willie as long as possible would be advantageous for Marshall McDonald's pitching staff and the Steamers.
Looks
So-
like we got Cannon Pickle warming up down in
Cannon
the bullpen.
Pickell.
Pickell, sorry about that. But I believe that's who that is. The righty flamethrower. Looked good so far in his limited action here with the Steamers.
Yeah, we should think of a name for him and Cole Bates coming out the pen, because that duo right there brings the heat. I know you bring heat, but you're a starter, so coming out of the
Yeah,
pen, those
I-
right-handers can bring it.
They sure can. You know, I feel like it's definitely us three towards the top of the team in terms of velocity. So excited to share that title with them. I think Cannon's got me beat though.
Yeah, I remember when Cannon Pickell came his first day, I walked up to Clark Dearman and said, "Hey, sorry, but I think there's someone who overtaken you for the Velocity King." And he said, "That's okay." He goes to North Carolina, Chapel Hill. So
Yeah,
Who knows what he's doing.
big name school, big name fastball, for sure.
that'll play. That's now 3-1.
Parents definitely knew what they were doing when they named him Cannon.
Exactly. We've made that joke plenty up here. I was his first pitch. I think I said, "Hey Ray, he's got a cannon of an arm," and Ray kind of rolled his eyes at me, but that's okay.
Hey, you know what's a color commentary without a couple dad jokes, right?
Exactly. That's literally the name of the game, Clark. Man, maybe you could be a color commentary maybe someday.
Maybe, you know, the next Joe Buck, maybe. Who knows?
Exactly. 3-2, Kulamovic, 1 out. Willie kicks and fires. Curveball just misses the outer half.
That's tough.
And
Might be it for
So-
Willie as Marshall looks down at the pen.
Seeing if Cannon Piquel is ready, but not quite
I
yet.
don't know, Willie has a
There's
long
Nick-
leash. They might give him a chance to work out of this inning.
Yeah. We'll get a chance to face Hussey here. Righty on righty matchup. Still in play. 1 pitch away from
He
ending
is.
the
You know,
inning.
another double play would be huge for him right here. He's gotten his fair share tonight.
Exactly. If Willie can work through the 6th, that would be huge for the Steamers. The 0-0. Fly ball. Copeland running. Called off by Jackson Hip. And the throw to third will be a bit tardy as is now runners on the corners. Andrew Casey moves up to
It's a good job by
Third.
Willie getting that fly ball. Still 1 out to get, but he's in a good spot here.
and he's got the 9-hitter up, so that's the situation you want.
Exactly.
Cam Hassert up to bat. Flew out in that general direction to center. His first at bat in the 3rd. This is the at bat of the game so far. A base hit ties it.
Yeah, definitely a pivotal moment. Hopefully it goes our way.
That's what Willie's meant for, you know. So
He is, you know.
we'll start with a 1-0 count. We'll have to work back. Wouldn't be surprised to see him flipping a curveball here. 1-0. Surprise Hassert a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing that Willie's done a good job of all summer is he's able to command a lot of different pitches for strikes. And definitely keep batters off balance.
1-0 to Hassert. He'll foul that towards the picnic area. And since Ray is back, I'll say bon appetit. That's my dad joke for you, Clark. Whenever it goes to there's a foul ball to the picnic area, we'll say bon appetit. But it is 1-1 to Cam Hassert. Willie kicks and goes. Ripped into left. That'll fall. Hunter Cole will pick it up and throw it in as Cam Hassert comes up big for the River Bandits. It is a tie ball game here in the top of the 6th. As the top of the order now will come to the plate. And just a good swing by Hassert, staying the other way.
Yeah, definitely a good piece of hitting right there. Not much Daniel can do. He made his pitch.
Yeah.
Hitters hit. You know, it happens sometimes. It's just part of the game.
A great
Still a tie
swing.
ball game, though.
A great swing always beats a great pitch. Am I right? Almost.
Almost.
Unless you're facing Kumar Rocker in the Vandy Regional. 1-0 now to Sherwin. That's now a 3-3 ball game here in the top of the 6th. 2 outs here. Willie's in the 90s for his pitch count. We got runners on first and second. Kulamovic and Hassert on base. The 1-0 from Willie will clip Sherwin, and now you got the bases loaded. Just lost a little control of that one, and now Will Smith comes to the bat. And now this is the most important at-bat of the game. Marshall McDonald looks down at the bullpen. I think they're going to let Willie ride this hitter out as well. We'll go into the windup now, the 0-0.
Hey, good start.
We didn't lose confidence in the curveball, you can tell.
No, that's the one thing. You know, when you make a not-so-good pitch, the last thing you want to do is abandon it and try and throw 2 good ones right out of the gate.
That's the start you want. 0-2.
That's the thing that's big for a pitcher is being able to play to your strengths. Just
Boom.
like that.
1, 2, 3. Willie gives up a hit. It's a tie ball game, but 1, 2, 3 to Will Smith Willie ends the top half of the sixth tie ball game. We'll be right back on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. We got Jackson Hipp to lead us off. And we still got Clark Dearman to my right, as is now the bottom of the sixth. And check it out, scoreboard is all set. We are ready to go. Tie ball game. Jackson Hipp will start us off. Greenblatt kicks and fires. Hipp fouls it back. Like to see Jackson Hipp be aggressive early on in the count. Jackson Hipp, big leg kick guy. Blonde hair, blonde colored bat. Got a blonde haired kid in you, Mr. Dearman.
That is true. You know, he's got some decent flow. Had that really long hair before he cut it, but I kind of like the length it's at right now.
Exactly. You got to tame it a little bit here and there. Especially, it's pretty cool when he's making those sliding catches out and right when the hair's flowing.
He loves to get down by that bullpen.
Now, Greenblatt will set for his 1-1. Low, good eye from Hipp. It's 2-1. Now he's got a plus count. So, Clark, you're going to be a senior at Presbyterian.
I am.
Now, with COVID, you still have 2 years of college baseball left.
That is correct.
So, what are your thoughts? Are you looking to play your fifth year?
If the opportunity presents itself, I definitely will. I don't know what capacity that'll be in yet. Whether that's a grad transfer, which it probably will be. I'll be graduating from Presbyterian here in the spring, and they don't have any graduate programs, so I won't. Unfortunately, I won't be able to come back. But if the opportunity presents itself, I'll definitely take advantage of that fifth year and try and play at a different school. You know, whether that be somewhere close to home. I'm not really sure quite yet. That's definitely something I'll have to look into down the road.
As Hipp takes that one on the outer half, but is called strike three. Greenblatt sets him down, and now you have a 9-hole hitter, Bisharat, coming to bat. And there's one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Bisharat smoked that ball that you called
He did.
earlier this game.
He's definitely looking more comfortable in the box.
That is true. Comfortability is very important in the game of baseball. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You talked to Ray about his middle school game and how important that was to him. It's now 1-0 to Bisharat. That ball upstairs. Kind of really upstairs is Bisharat is 6'4". He fills out that number 13 jersey better than I did, don't you think?
Just a little bit, you know.
Just a little bit. Thank you. I appreciate that. 1-0 from Greenblatt. Outside and up again, 2-0. So we obviously know what the team goal is, championship. But for you individually, Clark, what are you looking to work on and accomplish for yourself this year playing summer ball?
I think the biggest thing for me is just to be able to face hitters and log innings as much as I can while I'm here. I want to be able to go relatively deep into the game. Every time I make a start, I'm not afraid of getting into the triple digits in the pitch count because going into my senior year, I'm trying to be one of the weekend starters at Presbyterian. So being able to log those innings and gain that experience here, starting games, facing solid competition, and just kind of getting ready for that senior season as we look to defend our conference championship.
That's
So
true.
just a matter of getting more comfortable, throwing multiple innings, facing a lineup 2-3 times, and just being able to throw all 3 of my pitches whenever I want to. Out of the bullpen, I was pretty much a fastball slider guy, so being able to gain confidence in that changeup and really use it as a weapon is something that I've done a lot here, which has been really good.
Bisharat cuts and misses, and now it's 3-2. Now, you like to throw that changeup to righties, right? Is that your go-to pitch with righties? Is that your out pitch?
It has turned into that. It didn't. It used to be. Slider was the go-to no matter the handedness of the batter. But that changeup has come in handy a lot to righties. I remember my start against Greenbrier. I threw it probably more than I ever have in my life that day, and it was working really well for me. So I was excited to see the progress that I've made, being able to use that pitch whenever I want.
Well, it's back-to-back strikeouts for Alec Greenblatt as Bisharat chases the high fastball, and there's 2 outs, but the leadoff man, Chase Bruno, back up. He's known for some fireworks of his own. Had a home run against Peninsula, one off the wall against Greenbrier. So he can make Alec Greenblatt work and make this inning a little bit of a challenge on the Tarboro River Bandits. It's been easy so far. Are you looking at a 4th pitch, Clark? Now going back to your what you're trying to work on?
I've tried mixing in a 2-seam fastball here and there. I guess that would be my 4th pitch. I'm not really sure what else there is out there for me. My arm slot doesn't really tailor too well to like a traditional curveball.
Yeah, you're an over-the-top type of guy.
I'm actually more like a lower slot, like 3/4.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's at least what I think I am, and that really plays towards the slider. I'm not quite as low as like a Randy Johnson or Chris Sale type, but I feel like I'm like right around that kind of.
That's why they call it 3/4, not completely,
Yeah,
but not
exactly.
completely silent.
So it's kind of hard for me to throw that traditional 12-6 that you see a lot of guys with. So I don't know. A pitch that has always kind of excited me would be a cutter. Now every time I've tried to throw a cutter, the ball has gone the opposite direction that I wanted to. So might be something to work on.
Well, I feel like if it's moving somewhere, it's doing something good.
Yeah, that's true.
But you want to have control of where it's going, so you
Yeah,
don't
that's the name of the game, for sure.
end up hitting me in the head when I'm up to bat. So if you ever grad transfer somewhere up north and end up playing St. Joe's,
Yeah, you never know.
the weather might not be as amazing as it is in South Carolina for Presbyterian,
Yeah,
but
that's true. You know, it gets pretty cold down there, but definitely nothing like up north in the Pennsylvanias or.
the cheesesteaks are better up north, if you didn't know.
Oh, that is what I've heard.
Okay.
I think the sandwiches in general, honestly, if you think about it.
So are you a Westover guy?
I am.
Great.
I'm a Westover
That's
guy.
what we like to
you
hear.
know, I feel like you can't really beat their menu. I feel like they have a lot of options. I like the atmosphere in there. I just think it's a really cool place. You know, I feel like the prices are good, the food's good. You know, whatever you get, you're not going to go wrong. So, yeah, I would definitely say I'm a Westover guy. That might come as that might hurt some feelings, but, you know, it is what it is. I'm not afraid of it.
No worries. 3-2 to Bruno. Known for working at-bats. We saw that against Greenbrier in the final at-bat of the game
Quintessential
2
leadoff hitter for sure.
of the doubleheader. There's Alec Greenblatt will look to put him away, put an end to this inning. The 3-2. Bruno chops it to third. The throw over beats him. And we will head to the 7th. Clark Tierman, It's been a pleasure.
It has. I've had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
Come up whenever you want. You are always welcome. Door is open.
I appreciate it.
All right. That is all we got. We will come back for the top of the 7th here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
So did I miss anything?
Welcome back, Ray.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be back. Adam, Clark, fantastic run for the two of you. Adam, great job doing play-by-play, and Clark, an entertaining guy all around, and glad that everyone at home got a little bit of what he brings to the table just off the field, as we know, well aware of what he can do when he's clicking on the field.
Knows a thing or two about pitching as well.
There's another guy who knows a thing or two about pitching. Michael Allen on the mound now, the right-hander from Lenore Rhine. First pitch in there for a strike. 0-1, and for Allen, it's his 9th appearance of the summer. 9 1/3 so far. 3 saves, a 4.82 ERA, and he's struck out 12 in that 9 1/3. Michael Dolberry, his counterpart from the River Bandits, he checks his swing, and nothing going there. Steamer faithful, not a fan on that one.
Shout out to Scott Willie for counting Daniel Willie's pitch count. 101 pitches. Quite the night for Daniel Willie. Only 3 runs, and now he's going to hand it over to the bullpen. That's what you wanted out of your starter for Marshall McDonald, because he got a lot of games in the future.
Yes, you do. As that check swing, he went 1-2, and we mentioned it in the open. 15 2/3 for the bullpen over the last 4 games. They've allowed 2 runs in that time. But we do want to shout out Willie for gritting it out, going 6, and now you'll see this quite a bit from Allen. The slider working itself away.
Yeah, Daniel Willie more of a over-the-top 12-6 curveball type of pitcher, and now you're going to get a different arm slot here with Allen. And it's going to sweep more side to side. Evident there.
Yes.
He's got the stare down there as he heads into the stretch. Well, Craig Kimbrell-like.
2-2 from Allen, up and in, 3-2, and yeah, do get the Kimbrell. If he pulled the hat down a little bit further, he'd give me a Jonathan Papelbon vibe.
You know your Phillies, man.
Yeah, Paps. All-time leader in saves for the Phillies.
Wow.
People would not expect that. Obviously, you remember him more as a Red Sox. 3-2, this one bouncing in. Dolberry working a walk. Lead off man aboard.
we get the best of both worlds on that one, Phillies and Red Sox.
Yeah, it's true. As those who do not know, we are split in our fandoms here, despite being from the same area. Adam is a Red Sox fan, myself a Phillies fan.
And for those that were to call me a bandwagon, I'd love to address before the comments start rolling in. My entire mom's side of the family from New England. I was born in New England. I was raised a Red Sox fan. Red Sox fan at heart. Patriots, Celtics.
Sure.
All Boston.
Yeah. We won't call him a bandwagon to his face. First pitch, misses. 1-0.
If you want to say it behind my back, that's fine. But
Okay, sounds good. That's what I was doing while I was off the air, actually. I was
Oh.
just walking around the ballpark.
well, maybe I should call back up Clark Newman. We can do the 7th, 8th, and 9th and have you just go waltz around the field a little more.
Well, I did make a lot of stops along the way, and we'll get into that after this pitch from Allen. Here's 1-0. This one back up the middle. Bruno got it. Goes to Hare. There's one. The throw to first. Not in time anyways, and in and out of the glove of Bisharat. There is one away.
Well, props to Bruno. Weird hop up the middle. Had to stick his glove down at the last second and then flip to Casey. It was pretty much a one-way street there. They're only getting one out, but still impressive to get the one and it beat a lead runner, especially in a tie ball game. That is more important than some might think.
Yes, and we do, while we're in the midst of the bullpen and we're having a play up the middle, it feels fitting to bring up Anthony Stalin. I understand that you guys did during your time, but Stalin's not with the team right now. We hope best for them, but something you're missing 100% from Stalin is Pearson. Cracks this one to right center. Hip going back, and Copeland actually going to get that one in center and make the catch. And there are two away, so a very loud out.
Yeah, and it's 350 out there in the center, and Pearson hit that about probably 349 feet.
Yeah.
As Copeland made an incredible play on the track. Copeland's had himself a night tonight defensively and offensively. MVP of the game, I got to say so far, I got to be Aaron Copeland. His defense has been superb. That's a huge out for Michael Allen.
The way that ball sliced, I thought Hip was coming in to get that from right center field, and that one ends up in Copeland's glove. And with the different combinations we've had in the outfield, it's everyone learning how to work with one another out there. So a good job on their parts of getting that out. And I was mentioning Stalin. This is a situation late in the game, pitching you would expect, and Bruno making the play. That's a play you would expect him to make up the middle as well. So see 1-0 bouncing off the glove of Kermode, and not quite sure where it went at first. Now getting to it. Runner going to advance. 2-0 now.
Well, that one got by. And now you got a clutch opportunity now. A lot of clutch at-bats tonight, Ray, for both the Steamers and the Tarboro River Bandits. Cam Hassard just came through for the River Bandits. We've seen hitters like Joe Haney come through, Jacob Bisharat come through for the Steamers. It's kind of been a really good game tonight, back and forth.
Going to expect a lot of clutch ABs in these games going forward between these two teams, playing each other close as Andrew Casey swings through that pitch, 2-1.
Well, with clutch hitting comes clutch pitching. Good pitch there by Michael Allen. And clutch pitching as well from Daniel Willie, limiting the damage. Did give up the game-tying run, but limiting the damage was huge in that last sixth inning. The win is going to go to a reliever tonight.
Yes, it will. 2-1 from this reliever, low and away, 3-1. Allen in his spring season, 14 appearances, a 1.26 ERA. 14 in the third innings, struck out 10 in that time. Teammates with pitching coach Brett Folk in the spring at Lenore-Ryan. Folk's final collegiate season. 3-1. This one popped into the air. Bruno heading into shallow left field towards the line. Now pedaling and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. A little bit of excitement. That comes off, but never a doubt.
The hair flowing.
Well,
why not some style?
Why not some style to it? Never a doubt. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It's time to stretch at Historic Hicks Field. Game night at 3. We'll be back with the Clams coming to bat on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. Before we get back to baseball, every year the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 24th, the Steamers wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just 20 minutes from Historic Hicks Field. Unfortunately, he lost his bout with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Alec Greenblatt still on the mound. Hunter Cole at bat. Adam Fine to my right. I'm Ray Dunn. I'm back. I was gone there for 3 innings, and I experienced a lot in those 3 innings. And
Were you enlightened?
I was enlightened. You know, the ballpark experience during the game, I haven't gotten it yet. Really, because I'm up here, and there's no gripe with that. I love being up here. So
where'd you go?
I went all over the place. First, I do want to mention, I do think you guys did a fantastic job hyping up Hunter Cole on the broadcast. I think.
Yeah, I accidentally said it was the Hunter Cole Fan Club when I forgot it was actually called the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
That's okay. They're basically the same thing at this point. So I started my trip going down in the dugout. I saw everyone in the dugout. They were, oh, what are you doing here? Well, you know, what's happening? Your teammate Clark's up there. So Clark, they might not have noticed, was gone at first. It might have been sneaky, a little stealthy getting out of that dugout. As the 0-2 to Cole on the way. Foul tip in the glove. He is struck out. There's 1 away. So went down the dugout. Ryan Kay wants to come up here at some point. He says he can talk. That was his exact phrasing. He can talk. He'd like to come up here at some point. So we'll tease that for a potential guest in the broadcast coming up. After I went to the dugout, took a walk down to the concession stands. Went talked to Britton Yoder, director of game day operations, talked to the game day staff. Found out they only know me as Cracker Jack Guy, which they knew what I did, but they were confused on my name. So nothing like humbling yourself with the game day staff.
Yeah, that one hurts. Maybe it was because the way you were shagging fly balls.
Definitely wasn't that.
Batting practice? Definitely wasn't? Okay.
No, I was 1 for 1. So
Okay.
I don't know where you're getting that from, and I really do not appreciate you calling out my neck again about this. 1-0.
Speaking of coming at your neck.
There you go. That pitch well inside to Case Kermode.
He's been a ball magnet tonight. He got a foul ball hit off his, I'm not exactly sure, but somewhere off him when he was catching when Clark was up here and took some time to walk it off. I told Clark it's only a matter of time until he starts losing a tooth.
Yeah,
Like
seriously. 3-0 now. As from the concession stand, I went, talked, hung out, enjoyed from there. I could see why Britton can't see so much of the game because of the view they've gotten there. So left there, went down to the donut tent, got some donuts,
You
hung
didn't get
out.
me any donuts.
No, I didn't.
That's
no.
messed up.
Well, I was still, about an inning away from coming back up. 3-0 in there, 3-1, and I figured they were going to serve you at some point, which they did. Brought you a burger. I don't want to spoil your dinner appetite with some sweets, so your parents will actually be thanking me by the end of this. You're welcome. Your health, for your health, you're welcome.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, no problem. Kiddo. 3-1 to Kermode. Low, ball 4. Kermode is walked. And a 1-out base runner for the Steamers. Bring up Joe Haney. But before that, we'll get a mound visit, which will give me some time to talk. There are 2 arms. One arm up, one arm just kind of idly standing there from my vantage point in the River Bandits bullpen. But after the donut tent, it occurred to me, where have I not caught a game yet? Out at the scoreboard.
You were all the way out at the
I went all the way out to the scoreboard. It was not an efficient way for me to maneuver my way around the ballpark. Dugout to concession stand, a donut tent to scoreboard was the absolute worst way to do it. I think I probably walked the most. If I had my Apple Watch on, they'd be happy with me.
A little sweaty.
Yeah, it's a warm night out there, but I got to enjoy sitting out there at the scoreboard, and I think a broadcast from out there would be nice if we could figure it out. I mean, we'll see.
We will see.
We'll see. There's a lot of time between now and then. But scoreboard operator is very nice. Talk to me about all things Steamers. And that was about it. Then I made the trek back up here. Came in, fixed up the scoreboard once I got back, and sat back and enjoyed the last half inning. Oh, no need to apologize. Stream's still up. That's what counts.
That's quite the journey.
Well, it's quite the journey. I'm glad to be back, and I'm glad to have all of you here with us tonight. Pop Tom, I see you in the comments. Scott Willie, Tammy Pope, one of our favorites in the comments with the Bruno, all caps as that pitch misses. See who else we got in here this evening. Leah Green, Mama Brown. So we got a ton of our favorites here in the stream tonight. We appreciate all of you watching, spending your Wednesday night with us. The 1-0 popped it in the air. Aguila telling Casey that's his. Casey trying to move in, make the catch, and he does.
Just missed. And Haney knows it. Frustrated. But now Casey Hare has a chance to tack on another hit and see if they can start a 2-out rally, as they say.
Casey Hare coming to the dish.
Lined out to left his last time. Smoked that ball. The king of unlucky this year, as Clark Dearman also alluded to.
Kermit's got some speed over there. He puts one in the gap. Could be a different ball game. First pitch to him. Up and in. 1-0. The first of 4 in a row between these two squads. Tomorrow on the road, a double header.
Let's play 2.
Let's play 2. 5 o'clock start for all you at home. It takes the 1-0. Skies this one down the left field line, and that one's caught in foul territory by Will Smith, and that will do it for the 7th inning. We head to the 8th, all knotted up at 3 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Welcome back to Historic Hicks Field. And well, fans, summer's starting and you know what that means. Graduation parties and cookout season. Bill Gardner's Biggs Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, graduation gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Thank you to Bill Gardner and Biggs Cadillac Buick GMC for their support of the Steamers and sponsoring our new addition to Historic Hicks Field. Michael Allen back on the mound. Jack Klimovic up to bat.
Ray
The eighth
Dunn,
inning.
back in the booth.
That is true. The eighth inning getting started. Allen's first pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Change up king. Nice one there by Michael Allen. Kulimovic knows it. Had to take a little second, readjust his batting gloves after that one.
0-1 from Allen. Grounded softly to third. Haney coming to grab that one. The throw to first. In time to get him, and there's one away.
Joe Haney making it look easy. That play is really difficult, especially for a guy that plays a little outfield too, a little new to third base. And Jacob Bisharat using all of that 6'4" frame to make that grab and do it with a little stretch, a little pizzazz.
I would venture to say your entire infield right now has 3 or less starts this summer at the position they play. Casey Hare, naturally at second base, has played a lot of it. Chase Bruner's played a lot of shortstop. Haney's played a lot of corner infield, so has Bisharat. But this summer, in general, as another ground ball to Haney to throw to first, and he does it again, back-to-back plays, and there's 2 away.
Well, Ray, what's better than one web gem?
I mean, making 2 is pretty nice.
2. And that time he had to range to his right, so you got to see him charge, you got to see him sit back. Joe Haney, ladies and gentlemen.
Cam Hassert up to bat, the shortstop for the River Bandits. So we get into the latter portions of this game. Interesting to see who may be lifted for pinch hitters. As Allen's pinch bounces in there, 1-0. But this lineup here from the River Bandits is about the best statistically. I'm never going to claim to be an expert on a team we don't see every night, but about the best they can put together. And Hassert sends this one to right field. Hip reaching up and making the catch, and that will do it for the top of the 8th inning. Quick work for Michael Allen. A little sigh of relief from the Steamer fans, and they'll see their clams bat in the bottom half of this inning.
Not 1, not 2, but 3 web gems. Jackson Hip paying a visit, letting the hair flow, quite the catch, and Cam Hassert takes off his helmet in disgust. He knew he got all that one.
Well, just not quite. We will be back with the bottom of the 8th inning on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel from Historic Hicks Field. Steamers going on the road tomorrow night to play Tarboro in a doubleheader. When we go on the road, we always like to let you know about Venture Tours. Venture Tours is excited to announce the return of their Atlantic City casino day trips. You don't have to break your piggy bank to visit Atlantic City for the day. Tickets are $85. You must be 21 years or older to participate. Trip includes $35 in free slot play at Resorts Casino. These Saturday trips offer exciting, escorted trips where you can ride in comfort and luxury. If you're interested in traveling with Venture Tours, give them a call at 757-494-1480 or visit venturebustours.com. Venture Tours, the official travel partner of the Steamers for the 2021 season. Josh Pernetti in this one. And Ruth for a start in this slot. Pernetti now getting his opportunity. And on the mound, Jack Metzger for the River Bandits.
Pernetti in a power situation. A home run takes the lead, and that's, I think, definitely in the back of the mind of Marshall McDonald.
Someone who's seen quite a bit more plate appearances in this latter portion of the game, and trying to get Rutherford his experience back up as being a hitter. And we mentioned he was a two-way when he was at JUCO, but since he's been at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, he's been a little more focused on pitching because, you know, he's a left-hander that can touch 90, which is extremely valuable. Swing and a miss there, 2-1.
That is true. It's tough to do both at any level, especially the pros. Shohei Ohtani on display this weekend at the All-Star game. That was really cool to watch him be the starting pitcher and then the leadoff hitter. So
Night after being in the home run derby, too. He just does it all. 2-2.
I would get tired doing all that.
Yeah. I get tired doing none of that.
That was funny, Ray. I applaud you there.
Appreciate that. Every once in a while. Blind squirrel, you know. You know how the saying goes. Two from Metzger. Out. Tip into the glove, and he is struck out. There is one away.
Tough out there for Pernetti. Want to find a way to put a ball in play, but easier said than done. Can't always be the guy, but speaking of the guy, Aaron Copeland's been the man tonight.
Pretty impressive on his part, what he's been able to do. See that bat get going. When he gets hot, he can carry this team.
His ankle's definitely not 100%. He's been really battling through that injury and hiding it a lot from us. We know he's dealing with it, but he's making it look like it's not that bad. And he's a really tough kid, just like Case Kermode.
That squares 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1. So right now, mentioned pitching for this end of the week. The arms race, that's the inverse of what the arms race you might be thinking of is. Who wants the most, you want to use the least in this case.
I like how you flipped that one there.
Yeah. So you want to use the least right now. Steamers at 2 tonight. This is number 4 for the River Bandits. This one grounded to shortstop. Throw to first, and there are 2 away.
You can see Copeland definitely hurting there. Just jogging that one out. I applaud him. That is one tough ball player. And going back to what you said about the arms race, Steamers, score's tied, but the score in the arms race, Steamers winning.
Yes.
Daniel Willey, 101 pitches. Now you got Michael Allen going, and meanwhile Tarboro, this is Jack Metzger's. This is their 4th guy.
Yes. So something to keep an eye on as we continue to move throughout the end of this week. Copeland, I want to just point out that Levi Aguila, who he collided with in the earlier portion of this game, sliding at home, just gave him a pat on the back, you know. Looks to be of sportsmanship there, and that certainly doesn't help when you're hurting already in the ankle, colliding at home plate like that, sliding in. 0-1 to Jackson Hip, 0-2.
2 big cuts from Jackson Hip. You know how they say, don't try and do too much. Well, I don't think Jackson Hip is a big abiter by that law. He's trying to go over the Teal Monster with those 2 swings. He's going to have to shorten up here against Metzger.
Down 0-2. Tips that one. Keeps himself alive.
New life for Jackson Hip. That pops out of Aguilar's mitt.
Hip got this Steamers team on the board. Sack fly all the way back in the second.
Frozen rope all the way to left.
Metzger looking in. And come and set. Here's 0-2. Hit in the air, center field, going back to the track, and the catch will be made there. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We head to the 9th, all knotted up at 3 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. We'll be back from historic Hicks Field. Ninth inning on the way. Steamers and River Bandits. Before we get to baseball, the Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have one more fireworks show scheduled for this summer. You can catch it on Wednesday, July 28th. That's 2 weeks from today, Wednesday, July 28th. Mark your calendars, and we will see you at the ballpark. Adam Fine, myself, Ray Dunn. Tie game, 9th inning. First place team, second place team.
Get your popcorn.
Last 2 weeks of the season. Let's have some drama, shall we? Michael Allen's first pitch to Anthony Sherwin is low, 1-0.
Get your popcorn or your Cracker Jacks if you're Ray Dunn.
That is true. I did not get extra Cracker Jacks when I went down there to the concession stand. They expected that's why I was down there. They thought I was just on break or something. 1-0. Caught on a miss, 1-1. We thank them in the concession stand for all the work they do. We got fed. Cheeseburger was good again tonight.
Yeah, those cheeseburgers never miss.
No, they do not. 1-1 from Allen. Bouncing in there, 2-1. Sherwin, tell me if you've heard this one before. Doing a good job getting on base tonight.
Yeah, if there's a player that's hot right now, it's Sherwin for the River Bandits.
2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. And best early broadcast, but All-Star lineups should be announced soon. We would expect to see his name plastered all over it, especially with the game being at Tarboro.
And Sherwin Bucknell, he flew out to me in a game at St. Joe's this year.
Takes 2-2 and grounds over Bruno at short. Fields it cleanly. The throw to first in time to get him, and there is one away in this 9th inning.
Well, it's not Jacob Bishrab, but it's Jacob Mustang now taking over the duties at first base. Good stretch there, and Michael Allen is cruising so far.
So we should go over that. Good call on that one, Adam. Jacob Mustang now at first base. Jacob Bishrab over at third. Joe Haney moving from third to left. Hunter Cole moving from left to center. Aaron Copeland coming out of the game. Copeland had grounded out, and you saw he was kind of jogging on that ground ball because he has been banged up, and a collision tonight did not help with that. So he's now taking a seat for the rest of the game. It's Will Smith up to bat, taking a strike, 0-1. Allen's 0-1. Ground over to third. Bishrot is going to kick off from coming set, trying to throw across. He is safe over there at first base, a one-out base runner. Ground ball from Will Smith.
Good effort there by Bisharat. Will Smith hit that ball hard. Got to give the credit to Will Smith there. It's not turf. Sometimes you get hops that don't favor you, so and case in point there. And now Michael Dolberry will look to be the 3-hitter that he is for the River Bandits.
Tough number up there on the scoreboard under the errors for the Steamers, now up to 4 in the ball game. Michael Dolberry, the center fielder, up to bat.
Yeah, it's been a hot and cold night as the Steamers have made some web gems, but also 4 errors. Not much in between tonight for the Clams.
Only 3 hits so far by the River Bandits. Done a good job being patient at the plate, drawing walks, and we mentioned those errors, so certainly been base runners. Steamers with 6 hits. But the number up there that matters is the total runs, and for both of them right now it's 3. Dolberry walked in the 7th. Now the runner goes, pitch, tipped, foul, and if you couldn't tell from Kermode or Allen's reaction or Casey Hare's, the bat hit that ball.
Yeah, a win-win situation for the Steamers there. You got the strike, keep Will Smith on first. Could have been trouble with Will Smith on second, especially with Dolberry's prowess at the plate.
Right-hander thrown down in the River Bandits bullpen. Left-hander getting loose in the Steamers. As the man on the mound, Michael Allen's 0-2. Swung grounded over to shortstop. Tough turn 2, so he's just going to go 1 to throw over there. Mustang unable to glove that one as he is split out trying to make the play, and they're now 2 on with 1 out.
Another tough play. Bruno ranging in, throwing across his body. Couldn't quite be on the money there. Jacob Mustang can stretch with the best of them, but can't outstretch his own height. And that was evident there. Now you got 2 guys on and a little conversation. This could be trouble for the Steamers.
That one going down as an error, up to 5 errors in such a crucial game. And you mentioned there are tough plays. I'm not here to take away from anyone, but in these crucial games, in 2 weeks, you're going to be looking back at that and just cringing. Just thinking about back to that if the standings don't work in your favor. Mustang up on the grass. Pitch from Allen. In the front door, 0-1.
Michael Allen known to bear down in tough situations. We'll see if he'll be able to hold here. As Casey Hare's going to keep him close.
Runner goes. Throw down to third. Not in time.
Didn't keep him
Double
close
steal.
enough. Will Smith's got some speed on him. And that is a huge stolen base. As now any type of, a lot of situations work for the River Bandits. Sack fly, sacrifice, ground ball. But as we can see, Bruno and Casey Hare are going to highlight the shift inward. So looking for something up in the zone to drive to the outfield for a sack fly.
Infield in. 1-1 with 2 on and 1 out. Allen's pitch. Ground ball foul. Third base line. 1-2.
Well, Will Smith, watch your lips over there. That one was coming in hot off the bat of Aguila. And one more strike away from a big strikeout. This is the biggest pitch of the game, Ray. I mean, it could go, a strikeout is huge for the Clams, and anything put in play for the most part is huge for the River Bandits. Could mean the game.
1-2. 1. Just low. 2-2. And obliged to remind you of play earlier in this game by Daniel Willie on a slowly hit ground ball. He was able to just turn around and fire home, make the play, cut a run down at the plate. Similar situation Steamers facing now is Allen's 2-2. Ground ball. This one's through the hole, a base hit. 1 run will score. Stop sign being put on at third base. The River Bandits have a 4-3 lead here in the 9th.
Yeah, just a good piece of hitting from Aguilar. He found the 5-6 hole and exploited it, and that looks like it'll be it for Michael Allen.
Marshall McDonald coming out. So we got a change on the way, and that means we're going to step aside. We will come back when there is baseball to talk about. River Bandits taking a 4-3 lead in the 9th inning. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Historic Hicksfield. The Tarboro River Bandits have taken a 4-3 lead over the Edenton Steamers in the 9th. Marshall McDonald taking Michael Allen out of the game. He goes 2 1/3. Runs here unearned. Ben Kaufman on the mound now. His 9th appearance of the summer. He's gone 11 1/3. A 6.35 ERA. And he struck out 12 in those 11 1/3. And a ground ball to Hare. Hare going to second. There's one. Throw to first. In time to get him a double play. And that is going to be much to the detriment of the River Bandits head man. Vince out there quickly to go discuss this. We'll be back with the bottom of the 9th. Steamers trailing by 1 here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel. Bottom of the 9th inning at historic Hicks Field. The Edenton Steamers trailed the Tarboro River Bandits 4-3. Tarboro taking the lead in the top half of this inning. Steamers need to respond here. Bisharat, Bruno, and Cole, the 3 due up. Right now, what's on the line? This is the first of a 4-game set over 3 days between these two teams. River Bandits leading the PCL Eastern Division by 3.5 games over the Steamers. Difference between a win and loss here, difference between being 2.5 back and 4.5 back.
Yeah, and even more important, the Edenton Steamers are better against the Tarboro River Bandits at home. And they struggled at Tarboro specifically, so to lose this game would be big trouble for the Clams.
First pitch from Ryan Insko, the right-hander now on the mound for the River Bandits, is in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Yeah, 1 to Bisharat. That one's going to catch him. Leadoff man aboard. You know what that does right there, Adam?
Sets up the top of the order, that's what it does.
Well, it does that, and it puts the winning run at the plate.
That is true. Good math, or analysis, and I guess.
Math. We'll call it math.
Okay.
I love getting credit for math when it's not, tremendously difficult.
Definitely a great job for Bisharat to not get out of the way and find a way for that ball to hit him.
First pitch, and therefore a strike. 0-1.
A lot of chatter from the fans, from the Steamer dugout. This bottom of the 9th is going to become intense. Chase Bruno made for this moment.
1. Ground ball. This one up the middle. Chance for 2 if they field it cleanly. They do not! And Bisharat's in there at second. Bruno's safe at first. There's 2 on with nobody out.
Oh, man. The errors are coming back to bite the River Bandits now. You got 2 guys on. When you put the ball in play, good things happen. Case in point. And now the winning run is on first. And Hunter Cole's up to drive him in.
You have to imagine Clark Dearman's going nuts in the dugout right
Yeah,
now.
Clark Dearman's locked in. He's definitely the first one at the dugout cheering on Hunter Cole here. However, as odd as this may sound, I think Hunter Cole is going to bunt.
I could see it.
Actually, he might get one fastball. You say, here you go. You get one fastball, one chance to let it rip. You foul it off, you don't get it done, bunt.
Adam Fine, we shall see. Insko has come and said Aguila looking for time. Right now, over at third base, they're doing a little bit of discussion about where Smith should be set up, and he will set up a step from the grass. Ray is coming if he needs to. The first pitch missing away at 1-0.
Well, now plus count, a little more leeway. Probably going to get the fastball. Then again, it's also a good count to bunt because you think you're going to get the fastball. It's easier to bunt something straight than something that curves.
1-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. It's 1-1.
I think the bunting is out the window. I don't think Marshall's going to elect to do that. Going to let the best hitter on the team do what he does best.
Tough to take the bat out of a guy hitting .337 coming into tonight with a .429 on base percentage. 6 home runs so far. The 1-1-2 him. He fouls this one back. It's 1-2.
Now you got to put the ball in play. Hunter Cole's got speed. He'll be able to beat out a double play unless he smokes it at somebody. So it comes down to Hunter Cole, just as they say, being a dog, being a warrior, and putting the ball in play anywhere. Because Bisharat, unless he hits it directly at third, which is unlikely because Cole's a left-handed hitter, Bisharat's going to advance to third if the ball's put in play.
1-2. This one bouncing in. Some thoughts now. Throw down to second. That one's going to get off the glove. Sliding in is Bisharat. He's going to come now and actually head back to third. The slide in costs him on that one. He's frustrated with himself over at third base.
Really, really weird play. That's an error on the catcher. Bisharat got caught thinking that he was going to take third, but then they go with the back. Aguilar goes the back pick, so Bisharat has no choice but to go to third. But then Hassert, I mean, there are so many moving parts here. End of story is now you got guys, 2 ducks on the pond, and Hunter Cole's job is now even more stressful as he has to get the run in.
Infield is in. 2-1, 2-2 the count to Hunter Cole. The pitch, he grounds this one. That's through the hole, a base hit. Bruno getting the green right around third. The throw home is in time to get him.
Really risky play, and it comes up empty for Marshall McDonald. Game's tied, but throw beat Chase Bruno. I'm surprised to see Marshall send him there, but the 3-hitter's still up now, and only 1 out. Hunter Cole can steal second and see if he can make things happen from there.
So now Case Kermode coming to the dish. The game is tied up at 4. So we could have some extra baseball on tap. First pitch to Kermode. He pops this one into the air. Casey catching that one, and there's 2 away.
Well, the winning run is now on first. Still on first. And Case Kermode comes up empty there. First pitch swinging. I like the approach, but just couldn't get it done. It's going to come down to Joe Haney. No better time for your first home run.
That's exactly what I was about to say. So 2 away. Runner on. Joe Haney to bat. And Insko's first pitch outside, 1-0.
Yeah, still, I'm in shock at the send there by Marshall to send Bruno home. Keeping Bruno at third, you would have had a runner, the winning run 90 feet away with no outs, and then it would have been any type of situation would have multiple opportunities to score Bruno, and now it's 2 outs with only 1 opportunity. And they're not going to get it.
1-0 is popped into the air. Shallow left field, shortstop going back, giving way, and that ball drops in. Cole is now at third. Runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, I said they're not going to get it, but I'll eat my words on that one. Hunter Cole is fired up. The winning run is 90 feet away. Crucial miscommunication. Errors galore for the River Bandits in the bottom of the 9th.
So let's run you through what you have seen in this bottom of the 9th inning. Jacob Bishrot gets hit by a pitch. Then a ground ball up the middle, and the play is not made. The ball kicks off of the shortstop. Bishrot safe at second. Chase Bruno hit the ground ball safe at first. Then during Hunter Cole's at bat, catcher throws behind Bishrot at second. Ball kicks off the glove of the shortstop going to cover. Goes out to left field. Bishrot able to get himself into third. He dives into third, so he's staying there. Bruno getting himself into second base. Then Hunter Cole singles, bringing home Bishrot. Bruno thrown out at the plate. There's your first out. Kermode pops out. Then right there, Joe Haney pops one into the air, lands between the shortstop and the left fielder. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Casey Hare at the dish. Drama guaranteed tonight, as that one's in for a strike.
Good slider there to start. Casey Hare is definitely expecting the fastball. He'll have to work in this at bat.
One missing. Haney going to take second base. Run does not mean much out there on second.
Well, it eliminates the force out. Got to go across now.
1-1 to Hare. That one low, 2-1.
Plus count. Casey Hare locked in. He's been lining out a lot. No better time for one to fall.
It's funny how this game works.
It's funny how this game works. That is very true.
2-1 to Hare. Fouls this one. It's now 2-2.
2-2-2. This is it.
The second baseman back for a second season with the Steamers. Was scorching to end his time this spring with Milligan University and has found his stroke for the Steamers here in July. Calls time. Winning run, 90 feet. Ryan Insco and the first place River Bandits delivering the 2-2 to Hare, and that one bounces in. We'll do it all over again, a 3-2.
Great block by Aguilar. That could have been the game right there, Hunter Cole. That's lightning speed on third.
And that's the awareness you have to have if this pitch does go into the dirt and Hare walks. You can't quickly give up on the play because Cole will make you pay. But for now, the focus is on the second baseman, Hare. A full count pitch to him. 2 on, 2 out. The pitch, ball 4 outside. The bases are now loaded for Josh Pernetti.
The moment, Ray, you dream of. And for the freshman, this is his time to make his name in Edenton as an Edenton legend.
This is why you take the flight all the way across the country from California. Rated as one of the best catchers in California for his 2020 high school class. Did not have a spring season this year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. He calls time. Steamer fans at home, can you feel your heart in your chest right now?
I can feel mine, Ray.
I'm glad you
Tell you
can,
that.
Adam.
I'm standing up. I'm nervous, Ray.
Best type of games make you feel something. Anxious quiet over this crowd here at Historic Kicks. The first pitch to Pernetti, a swing and a miss. 0-1.
And Insco is going to want to pound the zone. A walk is a winner for the Clams, so if you're Pernetti, you know it's going to be over the plate.
Mustaine on deck. Pernetti. The 0-1 to him. Swing and a miss, and a ball down low, 0-2.
Be surprised to see a fastball here. Can't give anything Pernetti. Can't give Pernetti anything to hit. Pernetti's going to have to work.
Pernetti entering this game late. Designated hitter spot. Down 0-2 in the count. And the pitch. That one low and away. 1-2. This goes 1-2, and he drills this one deep to right field. Forget about it. You're going home a winner tonight, Edenton. A walk-off grand slam for Josh Pernetti has given the Clams the first of 4 straight against this Tarboro River Bandits team.
Walk-off grand slam over the scoreboard. I cannot believe it. Pernetti flips his helmet in the air, deserving the slam. They'll mob him at the plate. Clams win. Clams win.
A grand clam for the night to close this one out. 8-4 is your final from Historic Hicksfield. The Steamers rally for 5 in the bottom of the 9th inning, and now sit just 2.5 back in the Premier Collegiate League Eastern Division. Adam, how about it?
I'm standing up. I'm jumping up and down, Ray. That was unreal. 0-2. I honestly never would have expected that. I was expecting like maybe a dink hit, maybe a bloop, but not something that went over the scoreboard. Josh Pernetti, the freshman, acting like a graduate student in that at-bat. And they'll mob him as they're going crazy once again. That's a good way to start this series.
Oh, that's a good way to start a lot of baseball. Game 1 of 11 in 9 days. Game 1 of 4 in a row against the River Bandits. If there was ever a time to get this team fired up and push them in a run through this second half of the season, it was right now.
Well, I apologize, Steamer fans, because this is the best game you're going to get all season. It's all downhill from here. That was electric. First walk-off grand slam I've seen here. I was here last year, and this is just unbelievable. You can see Bisharat at home plate just reenacting it and the bat flip and everything. Pernetti likes to bat flip. That's when you do it. Man, oh man.
How about this team?
Goosebumps.
How about this team? 5 of the last 6 they're now winners of, and there's a lot to go through here tonight for everything they were able to accomplish. Daniel Willie gets himself through 6 innings, throwing 101 pitches, allowing just 3 runs. Leaves the game with it all knotted up at 3. Michael Allen came in, gutted it out through 2 1/3. 1 pitch from Ben Kaufman in the 9th inning. Team trailing 4-3. And that is what you get. It's the thing that Marshall McDonald talked the most about his team last year. There was just a swagger about that team, and you were there for it. They had the belief they would win every single game they played. Rallies like this put that type of mindset in a team.
Yeah, I cannot believe it. 2 crucial errors by the River Bandits, and what you got to do is you got to capitalize. So you got to tip your cap to Josh Pernetti and the Steamers for not giving up. The Tarboro River Bandits got to be kicking themselves after those 2 crucial errors. I mean, they were a regular pop fly away from headed to extras and a ground ball away from coming out with the win. It's just amazing how the game of baseball works.
Adam, how about it? A wild night, and it's only going to get crazier from
I'm going to
here.
need someone to calm me down.
Yes, we're going to let Adam grab some water, sit down, relax for a second, and take in what he just saw. For the rest of you, I suggest you do the same. Take a breath, Steamer fans. This one is a winner. I'll put it up there in the scoreboard for you. An 8-4 final here from historic Hicksfield. For Adam Fine, I'm Ray Dunn. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. There's 2 on deck tomorrow in Tarboro. Spencer Ambrose, Clark Dearman, a pair of lefties going for the Steamers. Don't miss it.